Hey, everybody, welcome to the Loadout Races of the week. I'm your host, Race, and my co-host, Disputed. Hello.
How's it going?
Hey, so
Excited to
we
be here.
have, yeah, I am also excited to be here for sure. We have Kay today, Cabbage, and Cornifer. We're starting a little bit, like a few minutes later than we want to, but that's all right. You got some new intro screens to show you guys too, which these are really awesome. These are made by Waxy BHO. I have his, if you do exclamation point intro, you can get the link to his channel that way. These are
Yeah,
really
these
well
are
done.
awesome.
Yeah, these are sick. We're about ready to start today. Let's go over the loadouts. If my capture thing is working, it is. Nice. All right, so
What a range.
yeah, we have uh, Commando with phase round and grenade. We have slide this time, at least.
It's a great loadout. It's
It's
one of
actually
my
my
preferred.
favorite. Yeah, we have loader with Thunder Gauntlet and Thunder Slam, which not the
Not
preferred of
not the
the
best,
race.
but it's still loader, so
Yeah,
it shouldn't be too bad.
we have Artie. This is actually one of my favorite Artie loadouts. It's pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
And then we have Bubble Shield NG, which
My favorite.
so we have a few things different today, chat room, to go over. Number one, we have lunar pods enabled today for the racers. That's going to cycle on the screen. So as a reminder for anyone else who comes in here. And number two, for 3-player race, we're doing 7-minute bonus points. So those are the differences today. Other than that, I think we're ready to basically jump right in. So you can tell them to start, and we can start with the first loadout.
Okay, I'll tell him. All right, hold on.
What do lunars do? I don't know. Yeah, this is gonna be a good one today. Really interesting. A lot of cool stuff. Tom, tell us who responds with the start screen. Waxy BHO. Alrighty, so they're jumping in right now. I have Cabbage's sound on, which is insane.
He has sound.
Yeah, apparently.
He's muted like 20 minutes before the race, and we were not sure. We're like, "Are you good, dude?" Just not saying anything.
Oh yeah, Cornifer has like this weird black bar at the top and bottom of the screen because it's like, I think his resolution is slightly off. I'm gonna need to tell that in between runs or something.
Oh yeah, I see that.
I can't stop looking at it, but it
Now
was,
the rest of chat's gonna see that, and they're not gonna be able to unsee it.
yeah, but it's fine. He's like 5 pixels off of like normal 16:9 resolution, I think.
Okay, now it's bothering me. We need to move on.
Yeah. Anyway, remind me to tell him later.
Uh,
Siphon Forest.
Siphon
So
Forest.
pennies,
Sorry, go
first
ahead.
item for cabbage. Couple things though. This loadout we'll talk about a little bit as we start here. This loadout, for a lot of people, it's kind of a loadout that they don't really like. For most people, I think that I guess more casually play the game as well. Really don't like phase round that much, and really don't like grenades. But I actually prefer both of these. These are really like I'd consider like skill shot abilities, right?
Yeah,
You really have to set up to play them. You know, you gotta like pierce through like a lot of enemies and stuff to get used to the phase round. But once you do, it's very good. If you know how to aim the grenades, it can also be a good source of damage, AoE, and band procs. I mean, both of these abilities count as band procs. And a reminder, you only need to pierce through one enemy for the next enemy to get a band proc. So,
that's true. The quality of the band proc is not the best though.
mhm.
With phase round, it's like what 500% damage, and commando grenades are 700% damage if you sweet spot it perfectly. So it's still not the best. Generally, band loadouts are
Mhm.
not what we see people go for. I think Commando is one of the more challenging survivors, at least to go fast on.
Mhm.
In normal runs, he's pretty good, but when you're trying to go fast, he needs a lot to have a good run.
Yeah. He's a little bit more item hungry than the rest of the survivors because a lot of his base damage is just inherently low. But since he has such a good attack speed and stuff like that, that's where he can make use of a lot of multiplication procs and that those kind of builds later on.
Bleed is a big one.
Yeah. obviously, like the easiest way to get like a win condition with Commando is just get a bleed build going. So,
Oh, look at that feather for corny.
oh, this is actually a very good stage one for the racers here. I mean, I see 2 Void Cradles already. I see pennies. I see a little bit of speed. I see feather. We don't know what's in the Void Cradles yet, but we will see.
Looks like they're gonna
Yeah.
opt to go for that after the teleporter. Sometimes we see them do that before, just because it's faster. But I think with Commando, they want to make sure they get through the teleporter, and it is a Beetle Queen, which is one of the more difficult ones, especially where they don't have any area of effect. Stuff like Ghastly, Will-O-Wisps
Mm-hmm.
makes that a lot easier.
But
You
it's
can
not
see
too
Corny has to
bad.
kind of fight outside the teleporter, making
Yeah.
good use of that hill though.
Uh-huh. The thing
Uh,
about grenades, though, it's great for things like Beetle Queen because she just doesn't move, so you can always get like that perfect shot in. Which again, a base grenade is not like the strongest thing in the world, but it can make decent, decent work of the Beetle Queen there. And BG as or Queen's Gland is your first
EG.
item. Yeah. This is what's the name of the song? I forgot. It's by Home. We're finally landing by Home.
Is that the Summoning Assault one?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Yeah. Someone knows how to find good music, dude. Here we see on Cabita's screen that he's getting the Void Cradle. Ah, Vrit. Void Crit. He's gonna pass that up. I think that is. I don't know. I think it can be useful in Commando, but generally it is quite the gamble, and most of the time you're gonna be spending during this run is probably on mythrix. Uh, or you have a fair chance of that happening without like a
Hmm.
really insane build. So I don't know. I feel like Void Crit's very good if you loop. Obviously, it almost feels too strong. But yeah.
The more I've competed, the more I've come to appreciate Void Crit.
Hmm.
I think especially on somebody like Commando, if you have to do pillars, it is one of the best things you can have. Just dealing with the ads during phase 3 too, if you're not having a very good run. Um, I appreciate it. I think it's underutilized. Crit is obviously really good too, but
I think it's kind of an interesting situation on Commando specifically because you have such high fire rate and crit doesn't really do a lot for you generally because you have again such low base damage that making it, double as effective is not amazing. Unless you start getting like heavy proc chain stuff going, but that is kind
I
of tough
think
to do in a race format.
it's good when you're having a bad run. It's an anti-cope mechanic
Yeah.
where, like, if you're being chased by 5 blazing Elder Lemurians on stage 5, having Void Crit is essential if you
Hmm.
want to get through that in any time at all.
So looking at
Just
a corner first run real quick, he got a bloom and he lost his elixir opening the void cradle, which is unfortunate. He
wonder if
did
we'll see
not pick it up
anybody
though.
go for that.
Yeah, I mean maybe if we had a like host in here or something, he'd do it, but
It's a gamble.
oh, it's tough.
If you
We've
get like Drone
seen
Man though,
that is like the one thing you kind of want to hope for, right? Because like that and like headset or something just to
headset,
have survivability. Um, what else? Would you really like?
he's thinking about it.
He's
Oh, he
looking.
got it.
Okay. Well, we have a race on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
See how that pays out for him. We'll see if he goes to the bazaar. If you go to the bazaar, you can actually
Yeah.
get double use out of Bloom, which is good and bad. It looks like he did find the feather as well. All of them
Unfortunately,
got
he's
it.
just gonna lose it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Let's see if Cabbage takes it.
Oh man, I don't think Cabra's gonna take it. I'm actually still shocked that K even took it. So I mean, listen, it's a strategy. If you get an equipment, let's say he got Tesla right off the bat, so he might actually
Mm,
have a really quick stage two. Okay, interesting. It
that's not
the
bad.
end goal of bloom runs. I've done a lot of them recently. I know the tech. It's always going to end up being an equipment run. They're just going to be things that like Bottled Chaos actually starts to work well. You can get FMP going with Soulbound and start like really like spinning off of that, and it starts to get pretty crazy. I don't think they have enough time in the race to get that many items though. So it's
I
gonna be
don't know.
tough. It might be like a middle ground. I mean, he's obviously hoping for Drone Man. I mean,
But
Tesla's
with
good
that
for the
speed
stages
printer,
though. Yeah, that it's taunting
K
him.
obviously. I don't know. If he goes into that, he's probably going to lose it. The more items he gets, the more likely he is to lose the items he has,
Correct.
or the less variety of items, I should say.
So there are some strats with Bloom that I've come to learn about the macro of Bloom. And honestly, in this race, I would want to see K find damage printers because that's probably the only way he could start to try to guarantee something like Drone Man or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. Since Bloom does carry over to next tiers based on category, you're not gonna get a damage item from a healing item. The fewer healing items he has in his build entirely is probably for the best right now as well. The only good healing items that they'd ever want anyway are white items. So if they're gonna lose them, might as well just rely on drones if they
Yeah.
can.
I mean, if you
Um,
have Bloom, you should be picking up drones anyway, just to prepare for
exactly.
the drone man.
So scrapping is really important as well, because if you have a healing item, it's going to turn into like Aegis or something, right? So if you turn it into scrap, it has a better chance of being something else. It's only a 30% chance of becoming a healing item. So you want to take that chance, or obviously print it into something else so you can get damage later on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That wouldn't even occur to me. You're probably getting some PTSD from from Bloom Week. Didn't you
Yeah.
literally remove that item from your game after you did that?
Yeah. I turned it into a lunar, so it wasn't a void anymore. So I never had to get it.
Speaking of lunars, they are allowed today. The bazaar is still off limits. You can't pick up items from the bazaar,
Correct.
but if you find a lunar pod, you can grab it.
Yep. We'll see how many they find. Obviously, there's lunar pods on the moon and your soul pillars every time. So we might see some plays with that. But generally, I feel like well, the racers have done some practice runs, and they told me that they just haven't really been finding that many lunars, so they haven't even been able to get some good practice in with them yet. So it's been a little bit tough, I think, in that category.
Pods are kind of rare, but at least you get something for them now.
Yeah.
They used to just eat up credits and be like, okay, that's less chests on the map. Obviously, it doesn't matter too much in the races because you're not going to be getting every chest anyway. What is Cabbage doing? Okay. Zooming around. It looks like everyone except for Cabbage has dealt with this Void Seed. Looks like he's finishing it up, but I actually like the way Corny handled that. He started the teleporter and
Yeah.
kind of found a little sliver where it wasn't in the teleporter completely, and he cleared it while he was charging.
Yeah,
And it looks like
the Void Seed
he's
just
ahead
killed
right
the
now.
boss like immediately because of that, which is a really good way to go about it. Looks like he's taking a little bit of time to loot the stage as well, like going out and around, which
Mm-hmm.
again is good because they're playing as Commando. And again, we'll talk about it all day, but Commando is a little bit more item hungry than a lot of the other survivors, especially Loader, which we'll see next. But and there's a Scrapper, so if Kay knows the Bloom strats, he should be going into that. There is another Void Crate at the top of the stage that he's about to get as well, or he has to heal up for it, but
Depends. It depends on how much time he wants to spend here.
it might
But
not be
you are
worth it
right.
for him.
We see both Corny and K kind of looting the map here. Corny's
Mm-hmm.
getting more speed. Makes sense. He's getting a
Cabbage is
lot.
running in fire trails purposely from the beetles to get penny money so he can loot up the stage as well. Always a good micro optimization there.
Smart. Also, I noticed they took Needle Tick. Cabbage hasn't, but the other two have Needle Tick right now.
I think that's a
Interesting
smart
play.
play. I think it's smart. I think that too many people view Needle Tick as just inherently bad on Commando. It isn't. It's actually good. It's not as good as Max Bleed is if you're compared the two, but the chances are you're not going to get Max Bleed in your run, and Needle Tick is perfectly fine. It's one of those things that it's presented to them. It's right in front of them. It's say, hey, do you want free damage or just take some damage? And they probably just take it.
True.
There is a
Also
lunar
for
pod right here next to Corny.
ooh, interesting. Transcendence?
Hmm.
Transcendence? Also for K, it's important to note the void items do not affect Bloom.
He
So
should
if
be
he got
taking Void
bleed,
Crit. Uh, He
Yeah.
just saw it and he turned it down, but he's going to not ever get crit in his run because of Bloom. So he should be taking the Void crit, just might as well.
Any crit he gets is probably going to get corrupted. Looks like he did not hit a blue portal here.
It looks like Corny found a Hellfire Tincture, which is an equipment that has a giant area of fire around you, which can be a little bit scary on Eclipse. So I think, don't you need a wrap or something? I'm not sure. I haven't used the lunar in
I'm not
so
sure.
long. Yeah, should have done some lunar studying up.
We are unqualified.
The thing
Didn't even
about
think of
voids
mine.
is
We're
that you
like,
will get
what
at
does this
least
do?
one stack for dark card. Yeah, it
I
is
think
also
they all
true.
got capacitor. It looks like Corny took it, and it's gonna kill him.
It just broke his watch. Okay.
Nice. The tech. He has
Oh,
2
he
health.
barely lived. All right, so
I don't think it can kill you. I think, does it get you to 1 health, or can it kill you?
I'm pretty sure it can kill you. I don't remember. I feel like I've died by it. When I was doing the charity stream, someone gave it to me and it killed me. I'm pretty sure. There's
Look at all these
another
void
lunar on
seeds.
this map as well. Let's see what Corny gets. He gets another Hellfire. That's horrible.
Wow.
Wow, I wanted to see more lunar variety since we're doing the event, but like,
That's all we're gonna see all
okay,
day.
I guess so. It'll be interesting to see if someone makes the Hellfire work. Let's see what K got in his Bloom. What did he get, chat? If anyone was paying attention, because I didn't. Probably Will-O-Wisp, Shipping Request Form, and Bandolier or something like that.
Yeah, I'm looking. Looks like
Last
he
three
maybe
games.
got Wisp.
Yeah, Warhorn from Scrap. Okay. And Cornifer is starting the teleporter. He obviously just traded in his Hellfire for the capacitor. He's like, hey, listen, I don't have enough healing for that. It's not gonna happen. He already
I think
lost a
he should
watch
use it
just from
again.
using it.
It worked out really well for him the first time.
Yeah, that's true. Or the rules with Lunars, they can use pods today. This is a kind of special event thing. It's not affecting any of the elo. Oh, by the way, Cabbage is looking at it right here. The lunar seed that spawned on the other side of the map on sulfur pools has 4 void cradles in it, which is the maximum
Wow.
and the best scenario you can get. The void seed on the stage takes up 50 director credits, but internally it provides 100 director credits to spawn void interactables, and the void cradles are worth 25. So that is a perfect roll.
That's very rare.
Yep.
The JP AV effect option tech. Here we
Yeah.
go.
So Cabbage actually turned on the sounds for Plasma Shrimp. If you didn't know, there is a mod, the JP's AV effect options, one of the
Ooh,
members of Risk of Resources, and he made a mod to be able to turn off sounds and VFX things that you don't like Plasma Shrimp. So
look at that ATG from the teleporter, and there's a plasma shrimp on the stage. So
yeah, this is really good. Where
wonder
did
if we're gonna see anybody not take plasma shrimp. I can't imagine they wouldn't.
and Plasma Shrimp is just so good on Commando here. Okay.
Wow. You
Where
can
did
see K has a lot more variety in his items than the other two. I think that's partially from Bloom, but it seems like he's been looting a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
He's been micro optimizing very well.
Corny just found another feather as well. It looks like Cabbage did the very smart thing of giving the Hellfire to the drone, which is exactly pretty much what you want to do with it in this
Mm-hmm.
scenario. He just got to remember to get away from the drone.
Yeah,
But it
the drone
actually
can kill
does a
you if
lot of
you do that.
damage. Yeah. Where did K get his Tentabobble?
It was in one of the void cradles.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it got it from a Void Cradle, actually.
I think it was in the void seed.
Oh, was it Stage 2 chat? Okay. Somewhere on Stage 2, I guess. Interesting. I guess he was the only one to find it. It's actually very, very good in Commando. Especially when you get to Mythrix, you can kind of just stun lock Mythrix forever and not allow him to move. Cabbage is getting hit by the drone. It's not actually doing that
Oh,
much damage. It looks like the drone has, I guess, pretty low base damage, so it's not really doing that much. It's just kind of, it's doing. you know,
For
but
a second, I thought a perfected wisp spawned in. I was really confused.
uh,
They look kind of similar from a distance, if you blur your eyes
you're
when
just
you're
used
old.
to just the blue light, you know. Is it giving
It's
him
too
money
much.
if the drone kills something on its own?
Oh, Polyloot.
Oh, where? Who?
In the Void Seed.
Oh, nice, dude. That's
Both
such a good
Corny
void
and
seed.
K.
Plasma shrimp, polyloot. It looks like they got Wungus out of it as well. Like that is actually amazing. This is a really, really good run.
I think Cabbage just didn't open all the Void Cradles yet. He should
Yeah.
find it though.
Hoping Corny does not take a random hit from a infestor there and die. Or from a poison pod. You gotta be really careful on this map when you're risking the void
What do
crittals
you
at low
get?
health.
You got Sentient Meat Hook.
Oh man. Looks like he got leeching seed as
Another
well.
Polyloot.
Ooh. K is not getting terrible rolls here. It looks like Cabbage is
Not too
taking the
bad.
Hellfire Tincture with him as his main equipment. So we'll see how that
He,
goes as well.
this K is just instantly starting the teleporter. Look at
Oh
that
no, he's not.
damage.
He's getting the equipment drone back.
He got a
Nice.
third Polyloot. Look at that.
Oh man. Everyone's gonna get another
He's
poly
looking
there
good.
too. We'll see. We'll see. If he gets his feathers taken away and his speed, he's looking kind of rough for mythrix, but obviously it's doable. Very interesting, especially if he wins with
Another
the
plimp.
bloom. Oh my god. Plasma shrimps everywhere. There's void seeds on like every stage. Dude, this is a very, very good commando loadout, actually. Like everything is just going really well for everybody right now. I would be very happy to get this.
Corny looking a little rough. He broke his watch and his elixir.
Mm-hmm. That watch break was from the Hellfire, unfortunately. There's another
Yeah.
lunar pod on Sirens, so let's see what Corny gets out of it.
Eulogy.
Ooh, okay. I don't know if he's gonna take it. He's looking at it. The thing about Eulogy chat room, oh, he did take it. Very cool. Eulogy is seeded. So if someone else gets Eulogy as well, we'll see the same seeded things happen, which is pretty cool.
And find a Transcendence printer. Shaped glass printer.
I think with the way it's seeded, I could be wrong because I wasn't the one to test it myself. But I think it's that if Eulogy rolls, it will be the same item as the first time it rolls for someone else. Is the way it works. Not that every chest is the same. Like if they open the same large chest, it won't be a lunar every time. But maybe I don't know if they went that deep with it. I'd have to get one of the mod team members in here for it to
Oh,
get an
wait.
answer.
Huh? K got a ranchus out of that. Was that and a scorpion from a chest? He was supposed to get a eulogy there, though, right?
He was. Uh-oh. I think Bloom might have started fucking shit up. What do you think? Because maybe.
I
Uh-oh.
can't speak. I have no idea.
I mean, we can only guess. The thing is, chat, today's races are not elo. There's no elo associated with them. This is just
An exhibition.
yeah, we're just doing some testing and whatever, I guess, but we did not expect the seeding to break. Uh-oh. We'll need to submit that to the mod team
Yeah.
and get some catch up on that one. I just don't think anyone really uses Bloom. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it is. I want to, after this run, we'll make sure that everyone's on the same mod version and everything, just to be sure, though. Okay, got void bans,
Yep.
which honestly,
Makes sense.
I hate to say it because you
Oh.
know
Oh my god.
he just
He just got Runald banned.
he would
He
have
would have
gotten
had 3 of them too
3. Okay.
with
Anyway,
capacitor. That's unfortunate.
nice,
Hey, he's got a rejuve.
nice throw. Huge, massive.
I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe he
He's
would have lost it on the
he's a
moon.
people pleaser for sure.
I mean, he is way ahead right now. First one on stage 5.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like he's just gonna instantly start.
Yeah, I mean, his plan, it looks like, is just to go straight to Mythrix. And honestly, he needs to. He has the
Scorpion's
mobility if he
huge.
can keep it. He has the damage. He has Polyloot, Plasma Shrimp, Scorpion. He looks like he's good to go. He has the capacitor as well to proc Warhorn to make all those things just a little bit faster. Like he's looking really good.
Oh my god, we got the Duke.
Holy. It's Duke
Yeah,
time,
okay,
dude.
he's winning.
Now it looks like Cornifer got the Scorpion as well. It's just the eulogy just didn't show up for him. That's all, which is
Weird.
strange. Something with the lunar pods, I think. It's a good thing we're doing this, I suppose.
It looks like Cabbage also got the ranches.
So maybe it's just on Corny's end, actually. Again, we'll make sure everyone's on the same version as well. It looks like everything else is the same, though, so far between all their runs, so.
Yeah, it's probably not Bloom if Cabbage
Yeah.
got it as well.
Mm-hmm. Live testing, basically. Oh, man.
It's like Corny is doing the teleporter. Does not have the same damage that K does.
But honestly, looking at his damage, it's not bad. He killed one of the constructs really, really fast.
It's not. I think he needs K to kind of get fucked over by Bloom here, though. Looks like
That's
K's
what,
just instantly leaving.
yeah, I mean, honestly, he's saying, I'll do 2 pillars. I have Tesla, I have all this stuff. Let's just go. Let's get him. There's another lunar pod on the stage as well that he missed out on.
Missed
Shame.
it.
I wanted to see what it was. And it looks like we are getting a lot of lunar pods, which is kind of funny. For the first round of the day, at least, which is kind of cool. He got
He got
soulbound.
soulbound. He lost his feathers.
Nice. That's horrible. Turn him into more bloom.
And he got a shit ton of clovers. Okay.
Yeah, he lost his
For
red whips. He
Bloom.
lost a ton of mobility, almost all of it, actually, for nothing.
I think he still might be all
Uh,
right, though. We'll see. He's got double Tentabobble, Polyloot, Plasma Shrimp.
the Tensabobble will help him out a ton. If he does have like a goat hoof soup, maybe it'll help him. The thing is, it's gonna take him so long to get 2 pillars and do them. Maybe someone else has a chance to just bypass him because they printed speed on stage 2. Even if his fight might be faster or whatever. Cabbage just missed
Nope.
his AWU skip,
Tried, but he's taking
unfortunately.
him down pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, this will be a quick AWU. Actually, he will be the only one to have done this, so we'll see what red he gets. It might be worth it. I mean, considering how fast he's doing this, it is worth it.
We'll
For
see.
a red reroll, I mean, or a red roll, a chance at something, I would take that.
I just wish Reds worked on mythrix. I feel like he okay.
No, you just want to save time. And it's a
Ooh,
pocket
that
ICBM.
is
Absolutely
huge.
worth it. Cabbage might actually pull ahead. He's going to start accelerating really quick now in stage 5.
He needs to go though.
Yeah.
I know Cabbage in
Imagine
particular likes to loot stage 5, but
imagine if that lunar pot up there that K miss is like a glass or something.
looks like he's
And
gonna try for soul.
yeah, so there are lunar pods over here that they can use. So maybe he's over here trying to see if he can find a another pod to use. He sees a couple. I'm interested to see what they can all get here.
Prediction is a no.
Oh, what was the prediction?
There's no Horde of Many this round.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the way it be. Looks like Corny is looting around a little bit. If he loots too much, though, he's going to... Oh, no, he's not, because he's just trying to get out of the teleporter. He's a little bit cope right now. He can't even finish the charge. He doesn't seem like he has a lot of AoE right now, which is why he's struggling a little bit.
Prediction up.
K is
Who
opening a lunar
wins?
pod. It's a corpse bloom, which, if you didn't know, is actually a very detrimental item on Eclipse 8.
He has a reach of rack though.
Oh, okay.
So does that just cancel it out? Make
It
it
makes it worse, doesn't it?
it makes it worse.
Yeah, I
I
think
thought that
so.
made it slightly better on Eclipse 8.
There was something about it with like an interaction with it. I don't remember.
Well, in
I thought it did.
Monsoon, Corpse Bloom and Rejuve are insane. It gives you
Yeah.
8 times the healing. But Eclipse 5, you have like a reverse rejuvenation rack. It's minus 50% healing. And that works the same way with Corpse Bloom, so it makes it like 1/8 as effective.
Yeah. You basically
It's like,
have an eighth of your healing if you pick up Corpse Bloom on E8 because of that. It's one of those little E5 things that just kind of affect an item in a way that probably was never intended to. Um, it makes your just build that much worse though.
looks like K is starting the fight. Corny's
Really
struggling a little
quick.
bit there.
He was. Looks like he is going to take this lunar pod or open it. Please. Please. He didn't open it. Come on. Maybe he's going a little bit like focus autopilot here, and he just like he
Uh-huh.
walked by it just like because it's just intuition
They're
to
used to
not open
ignoring
it.
him.
Yeah. Oh boy.
He needs to go, though. K's pulling ahead. Cabbage is not too far behind. And with that
Mm-mm.
ICBM and all that speed, he can catch up here. But K's already done with phase 1.
I don't think they can catch up to K.
Yeah, he still needs to do
That's
pillars.
dude. K is blasting through here. At the end of it all, it doesn't really matter because they all have plasma shrimp and polyloot, and that's just the thing that's going to burst through really hard. So
Even losing all that speed and those feathers, K's still looking good here. I don't know. It looks like Bloom was the play.
I
If
mean, you say
hindsight's
that, but
2020,
it could have been any other way. It could have been
it could
really
have
bad.
worked out very differently.
Yeah, but it just happened to be kind of good. Oh, Cabbage took focus convergence for a soul pillar, so let's see how that goes on E8. Uh-huh.
Interesting. That's gonna affect the ship
Look
charging too
how
later.
look how
Oh,
small that is. And it gets smaller, so I don't think he's ever taken convergence on E8, but hey, if it goes twice as fast, maybe, you know.
okay. He can't skip, or maybe he can with his phase round. He
K is
didn't
already
though.
done with phase 3. He needs to stay away from mythrix because he has Tesla though, so he needs to just get in some good capacitor shots here.
What
Don't
did
stay
Corny find?
close, buddy. I
Found a
don't want to see a
tonic.
phase 4 death, dude.
Did the other guys find tonic?
Okay, he's got Tesla. He's good. No.
Okay.
Corny's pods seem to be
He did find a focus convergence there. He didn't pick it up though.
interesting.
I'd pick it up after I did pillars because you can use that while you're charging the ship, make it a little bit faster.
Mm-hmm. Rakus was also really good for K as well here. Having that extra damage is pretty good if he was able to use it that much. Cabbage has tonic. We'll see. That might actually help him to not allow K to get any bonus points or anything. So
Oh, Cabbage did find the tonic. So his lunars were the same on this stage. I don't know what happened stage 4.
there was something weird about him. Stage 4. I don't know. We'll have the mod team double check stuff. After this, we will make sure that everyone's on the same version of everything. But look at how much damage tonic
I
does.
know.
Dude, oh my god. Instant
It's
mythrix
so
fight if you
busted.
use it. Disputed, pull up the list of all the things that tonic does for me real quick and read them out. I just want to
Roger that.
remind
We're going to
chat.
be here for 3 hours.
It's unbelievable, actually. It is one of the craziest things.
Yeah.
And does Cabbage have any fuel cells or anything?
So
He does
tonic
one.
doubles your damage, increases
Yep.
your attack speed by 70%, increases armor by 20, increases maximum health by 50%, increases passive health regeneration by 300%, and increases movement speed by 30%
Yeah, so
on a 20-second cooldown.
yeah, it's basically turning on glass while being an Uber tank. Oh, and look at
Look
how
at that.
fast,
Holy shit.
dude. It's
He's
tonic.
hovering over Void Band. Yeah, it's the Void Band that did that. You're right,
Yeah,
Cabbage.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So funny.
He doesn't have a tonic here for phase 4 though, so it might take a little bit longer than he's intending.
He did get a debuff. He got
BG
a
did really
tonic
get
affliction.
a nice slam there, which was really good. Pretty much ended the phase for him right away, so really
And K
nice.
is done. Very good time. Looks like
Wow, this
Corny opted to do some slower pillars here.
what an insane What an insane one right now. Jeez. All right. Well, we'll bring Kay in right now, and then Cabbage in a second when he's done.
Doesn't look like there's going to be any bonus points
Hey.
unless something tragic happens here.
Hey.
Yeah, so you got first. Bloom kind of worked out in your favor, it kind of seems, right? So
Bloom giveth and Bloom taketh, but it
yeah,
gave more
Yeah.
than it took.
yeah, it did take all of your mobility away on the
Yeah.
final stage, but the fight was so quick because you just had so much damage anyway. It didn't really
Yes.
matter that much. Cabbage hovering over
Although-
Void Band like that was the winner. He's gonna come in and be like, "Dude, it was the Void Band, bro."
Dude, I had
Not
it
the
too, and I
taunt.
got 3 bans after.
We saw that.
immediately.
We saw
Yeah,
it.
that was really sad.
Oh,
This is tough.
But you might have lost him later on. Who knows?
that's true. That's why I took it. I mean, I was like, if I'm gonna get him, I'm gonna lose him as well. So.
Corny jumped mid vent, so
Oh.
he's not gonna die here, but he is wasting a lot of time because he gets momentum locked down the floor and he has to redo it. What is he? Oh, he's trying to go get some lunars here. He changed his mind about something.
He's going to pick up the convergence. He's getting the tonic.
Oh, the tonic. Yeah, I mean that is the right call.
He left
obviously.
the convergence. I probably would have picked that up. Faster ship. But it doesn't look like it's going to matter.
Dude, I should have opened that pot.
Oh,
No,
Okay.
it's fine. It's fine.
did you see Cabbage?
Yeah, once the screen turns white though, it you don't take a death there. Really insane runs. Let's bring in Cabbage right now. Hello.
Hey.
Cabbage, how'd you enjoy the tonic mythrix fight that lasted 2 seconds?
Yeah, that was quite something.
Phase
was
3
Void
literally went by in a blur. I was like, oh my god.
Yep.
You can see Corny's fight
Uh,
right now.
Mm-hmm. Let's see how his goes. Not as much damage as the other guys, but look how fast it is. Because Cabbage had the ICBM, it just made it just that
Yeah.
much better.
Oh, what was it?
AWU.
Oh, I should have killed that. I had enough damage, definitely.
You definitely did, yeah.
yeah, everyone did.
I noticed once I left. That's why I gave the thumbs down.
Mm-hmm. Tonic was insane here, though. My god.
Balanced equipment.
True. It's pretty insane. So how do you guys feel about that run overall? I want to say Cabbage, K took Bloom, and then stage 1, and then he got the fastest time.
Yeah, I'm disappointed, but all right.
You weren't really that far behind. You did really well, but I think he got some really nice rolls on Bloom, and he was just
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
taking them and going fast.
But just taking it stage 1, just like you don't
Yeah,
care
full
that it has
gamble.
the chance to take your movement speed.
It
Maybe
did.
just be on the moon with a 0 movement speed, just doing nothing.
That's exactly what happened, but he
Yeah.
had the damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
It
like
worked out very well for him up until the moon, where
mhm.
it kind of dicked him over. It gave him, what, like 4 benthics there that didn't do anything?
Yeah, and I lost feathers and mochas.
I think JP
Yeah,
said
but
that
tonic.
this is
I don't
our
have tonic.
fastest
What?
commando run we've ever had in the races, by the way.
I'm not
Yeah,
surprised.
That's Bloom,
Yeah.
by the way.
Ridiculous.
I mean, it's really the stage 3 void seed. That one was crazy.
Yeah. And the double Hellfire Tincture, like with the equipment drone.
Yeah.
I
So-
Very nice.
Corny actually picked up the Hellfire Tincture stage 3, and he's like, let's try it out. And it almost killed him. It brought him down to 2 health and stole his watch.
Why would I do that?
The forbidden tech.
Yeah.
Just trying it out.
Yeah, he was like, oh, let's see it. And then it blasted him. Unfortunate.
I mean, it's a nice equipment, but hey, I mean, maybe
On
not
EA
ideal with Eclipse.
Yeah, you do need a little bit of setup for it.
Yeah.
Definitely. And there we go. Corny is done with his fight. And you're looking at the time, and he's done with the mixers fight at 37 minutes on Commando, and you're like, damn, that's pretty good.
That's pretty slow, actually.
But you know,
He's lying.
this is
Yeah, that's pretty good.
this is a really fast run for everybody. 32 minutes, and then 33. So, God.
If only he picked up the void band.
Oh yeah, that's
True,
what he was
void
missing.
Bendiff.
I mean, that carried. You can't tell me otherwise.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's true. because we got first and second.
True. Yeah.
Corny got 0
You're
afflictions.
up,
Actually, pretty lucky too. Oh, also, I think one of Corny's pods were different. So after we're all done with this run, I want you guys to make sure you're all in the same version, just to make sure.
Wait, what changed?
It was in Sirens. There was a lunar
He got a
pod next to a
eulogy.
cradle. Sorry, next to a vent. I'm trying to speak and I can't. And it was eulogy instead of Arrakis. So we want to make sure that
Uh,
everything is.
He needs to update. He hasn't raced in like a month. He should update.
That might be it. I mean, he got here late and he scrambled a bit. So overall, I don't think it would have saved him enough time to get 5 minutes more. And he didn't really get anything else from eulogy anyway. So it's not a massive deal, but we want to make sure.
Yeah. It looked like his pods on the moon were the same though, so I'm kind of confused.
No, the mod version thing just changes one stage. It's weird.
Yeah.
We've had this before. He just needs to update.
Looks like
well-
Corny is done.
Mhm.
No bonus points.
Finally? Okay.
Reminder today, you can only get 1 bonus point, and it's 7 minutes for 3-player now instead of 5. So
Yep.
it's a little bit harder to get them.
But we felt that with 4 players, it was already very hard to get bonus points because you had to be 5 minutes faster than every single other person. And while that is true in 3 players, there's less competition for it. So we want to still kind of make it a little bit harder to get, and that is why. Corny, hey,
Yeah.
really good run, by the way. We noticed, huh?
Who got the razor wire hellfire tincture combo? Well, did nobody bet on that?
Nobody
No
does
one
that on
did
the
it.
clip say.
You're the only one that used it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to test it. I got literally to 1 health. That might have like complicated my mid game a little bit.
So what did
Oh,
you
well, that's-
conclude from the test?
Not viable. Like if I had the double wongus, maybe, but you know.
Corny, real quick, I need you to make sure your mod was updated because on stage 4, one of your lunar pods was different. So I need you to make sure you're up to date on everything and compare with Cabbage or something.
Can we
Yeah, what mod version are you on?
the gauntlet 2.3.0.
Oh, yeah, that's right. For
What
Weapon
Bepinex?
X?
5.4.2113.
Yeah, that's the one.
Bepinex wait. Bepinex pack 5.4.2113.
Yes.
Are your
Alright.
logbooks the same?
Where on stage 4? One was different. Which one? Could it have been from a
Your
eulogy?
eulogy
0?
was Aranches.
Oh, I'm missing Fogbound. I mean, we didn't have Fogbound, but
You should just unmiss that real quick.
Yeah, we're going to have Fogbound. If you're
I'm
gonna do some stuff,
restarting
go
them.
on the help desk. Make sure to also join in the race when you're back in.
yes.
Looks like we're
Am I
having
banished?
stuff today.
Nice.
Am I banished
May-
to the help desk as well?
Yeah, if you're doing stuff, just go to the help desk. Make sure you're good on that.
All right. Be right back then.
Thank you.
One time I was told to go in there while I was racing, and I went in there, and they were like, "We can't help you. You need to fucking leave."
It's a very helping bunch. Do you have the Fogbound logbook, Cabbage?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I am positive. I just checked. I'll check it
Okay.
again. It's up on my stream. You can check it out on youtube.com/cabbage.
All right.
All right.
Okay, good. Good. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously we don't want to spend too much time jumping around making sure mod stuff is whatever, but if you can just do a little check real quick, then that'd be good. Just want to make sure. We haven't had any seed related issues in a very long time, so I don't like seeing it. I like stuff squared away. The eulogy, it was tested to be seeded as well, so I don't know what that could have been really, but What's the next?
So
huh?
how similar were me and Kay's runs, even though we took Benthic? Like, were they just completely
Ultimately,
different, or?
at the end of the day, everyone had Polyloot and Plasma Shrimp, so you all were
Right,
doing a lot of
right.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
You had more damage by the time you got to the moon, but he just got there earlier because his stuff was just carrying him through
Yeah.
the stages a little bit easier.
You, for most of that, you were maybe like 3 minutes behind. But once you got ICBM, you caught up
Mhm.
very, very quickly.
Mando's scary. I go slow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't know how to play that character. Has some stupid bombs nobody knows how to throw.
Some stupid bombs and nobody knows how to throw. I'm gonna
You
quote you on
cannot
that.
convince me otherwise.
I love him.
Like,
I love
nobody has
grenades.
purposefully landed one of those, like, ever. They just throw them out randomly and they hit.
You gotta throw him at the
Yeah.
ground. You gotta bounce
Check
him.
up Behemoth. It'll change your mind.
Behemoth grenades are actually one of the most fun things in the game.
I don't know. Can't
They
convince me.
they explode every time they touch the ground, so you can just stagger it in a corner of like an enemy's foot, and it'll just hyper proc and kill
Yeah, it's very fun.
them. By the way, this is a good opportunity while we're waiting for Cornifer and K to make sure their mod versions are correct. We have a speedrun category on speedrun.com. I know that Wooly has been trying to run the proc category on the gauntlet, trying to beat Cabbage's world record. Congratulations, by the way. And if you want a chance at doing that, check out the link in chat. Go to speedrun.com/riskbrain2 and check out the gauntlet category. Check out the rules in
Yeah.
there, and you can submit your times. Very cool.
Is he gonna beat it? Do I need to, like, preemptively get a better run?
You might need to preemptively get a better one. Who knows?
Alright, I'll get a sub 20.
Easy. Cornifer, you all good? Or
Yeah, I mean, if it's mods are all up to date. If it's Cap actually thought of if it was possible that maybe I opened a pod that they didn't, or some kind of weird key timeline situation thing like the lunars. But we don't really know. So
okay.
because
It's just that
everything's
one
up to
thing,
date.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was strange. All right. Well, once Kay gets back in here, we can begin our second loadout.
People are saying sub 20 Kappa in the chat. I don't think they understand how good Huntress is. If you get, like, a couple plasma shrimps to polyloot, you can get a sub 20 easily, just get a vase.
I mean, if you watch Cabbage's world record for the Proc Huntress on Gauntlet, he actually didn't even get a phase 4 skip or anything. You could have gotten a way faster time.
Yeah,
So
I
there's
did,
definitely
like,
room to improve.
I've done like 5 runs total. Very improvable.
Okay.
Alright.
Go snag better. Okay, you good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You guys are all good to start the next loadout. So good luck,
Alright, let's
everybody.
go. Good luck.
Perfect. Good luck, gents.
Good luck, guys.
All right,
Let me
let's
be
get in there.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Get
get
the
out of
fuck
here.
out of here.
Okay. it's
Fucking asshole. God.
All right,
Alright.
let's see it. Loader. So Loader is obviously Loader. Loader is fast. This is the punch that I know Cabbage and Corny do not like. So, oh, there's a lunar pod straight off too. We'll see if it's anything good. It is a Defiant Gouge. That might actually be pretty good here, especially with the shrines. That's an easy way to earn more money. You can see K and Cabbage pretty much doing the same exact maneuver with tripping off of the arch there at the start. It's really funny how you can kind of like get into same habits like that with movement and just like patterns that you see. There is a mountain shrine, I think that was. I don't know if anyone's gonna take that without items. They might though. They might. But maybe not. There's
Prediction up.
another lunar pod. There's 2 lunar pods on the stage. We're actually getting very lucky today. Visions. I think they're gonna take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On loader.
Yeah, so
think that's wise.
Corny already immediately got a different lunar pod than Cabbage did.
Wow.
I don't know.
Lunars are broken on the lunar event. Nice.
Yeah, good to know. It has to be something. Again, this isn't an ELO rated race. This is just a fun event type of whatever, but that is unfortunate. I don't know. It's only with the pods too. Obviously, all the chests are normal and fine and the same. Something about them is different. Well, we'll have to do some testing. If we ever want to do a lunar pod race again, we'll have to deep dive into it.
That's probably the worst thing that could happen for this event.
Yeah. I thought everyone tested it, but I guess we just never ran into the problem that Corny
Right.
found, so unfortunate, but we'll see how it goes. I suppose.
Prediction is up, by the way. You only have a few minutes to get that in. Will we see a yellow item by stage 4?
Yeah, you gotta get it fast because, if stage 2 gets one, someone, it might start just the stage 2 teleporter pretty instantly. Looks like no one really did the mountain shrine, which is not a surprise at all.
Yeah. I mean, on loader, you can probably get away with I think Corny especially, where he has crowbar and gasoline.
Yeah.
I think he could have, but
I don't know, it might have just wasted too much time unless they had like a band or something, honestly. The true testing is always in production. Truer words have never been spoken. I think another non-elo affecting fun race day would be to race only random modded survivors. That might be too much work to set up with the mod team, but we are considering some other ideas, like another fun day. We're thinking of using an artifact or two, so we'll.
I've been an advocate for DLC lists. I think that would be fun.
I
But
think it
when
would
I
be a
brought
very
that up
hard
to the
one.
other guys, Cap was like, it's too hard. I don't want to do it. Fucking Cap.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
Yeah, dude, Cap has this horrible habit where whenever he walks into a room, he'll yell seizure warning, and then he'll just start flipping the light switch over and over and over.
Yeah, it's really messed me up a lot. So friendly fire, I think that one's a little bit too impactful. There would be a lot of +5s just from random stuff. It's kind of a problem. I think one of the more interesting ones would be like Enigma, which changes your equipment every time you use it. And if that were seeded, that would be actually pretty fun to see how players utilize them.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, banned.
Ooh, look
K
at
got
that.
banned. I did not see where that came from.
Oh, I was looking at Cabbage because Cabbage got a very good pot roll on the flower button really fast.
Going for pots on loader, probably the play.
Mm-hmm. And especially without Pylon, which is a free pot press because the Pylon has a physical hitbox. They have to actually roll pots here, so
Yeah,
from
he did that
Cabbage,
very
that
well.
was really fast.
But he did not find the Kayaharo band. It looks like both Corny and K found it.
Interesting. And we can already see on K's screen, he's already just doing the Teleporter 2 boss. He has the band, so he's just going.
Yep. Pots are a lot easier after you complete teleporter, so you might still go for that, but Cabbage did that very, very well. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Prey on stage 3, I mean, it's actually possible. We do have RPD, and we could see them go for it. It is an option here.
I think we will.
Yeah.
I would be surprised. Cabbage and K at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Bando from Teleporter, not the best, but it's an item.
Maybe.
It is a band, technically.
Who restarted their game? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we should have everyone restart after this one just to make sure for the lunar pods or something. We might do that next. Try to just do everything we can while we're alive. For those. We'll see.
Where
The
did
problem-
the ranches come from? Was that last stage?
The ranches. It was where the gouge was for Cabbage. So it's not really necessarily Corny's problem. It's like something is happening.
K and Cabbage are desync now.
Yeah, for whatever reason. I know that K restarted his game, and I know that Cabbage didn't. So there might be something
That could
there.
be it. It also looked like K did not have the logbook for Fogbound. I don't know if that affects it. Looks like they got capacitor here. Corny's not found it yet.
Missed his entrance into the portal, I think. I wasn't trying to. Never mind. I thought he was trying to go through, but can we see Umbral races sometime? I would not. Maybe in the future, once Umbral 2.0 releases officially, we might be able to see a fun event style like we're doing today for the lunar pods at some point. I
problem-
wouldn't count on it. Okay, but what up, Disputed?
The problem with Umbral is he's just really, really difficult to fight. So
Very.
if you don't want to +5 a million times in the boss fight, you're going to have to full loot. And that kind of undermines the point of racing a little bit.
Correct.
I think current mythrix is the perfect difficulty where if you know how
You
to
can go
fight him,
really fast.
you can go fast, but sometimes you still get tripped up a little bit and have some hurdles, so to speak.
The thing is, if we really want to, because Umbral Mythrix is so configurable, we can make him easier if we wanted to for the races or something. But again, I
Ooh.
wouldn't count on it. But these are just ideas we're just throwing around. Umbral 2.0 is around the corner, and I've been testing a lot. It's really fun, and it is a lot more balanced than current live Umbral is. So when Umbral 2.0 comes out, I recommend give it a try. There's also a lot of it has 2 new modes for it as well, where you can enter a practice mode where you have kind of like a +5 style system from the races, or you can enter a Dark Souls style bonfire mode where if you die at any point during Umbral, it restarts you at the beginning of the fight, which is really cool.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Now look at this. This is interesting. So Corny did not grab bands, but he just found an ice band out of I think the shipping request form.
Yep.
So he has both bands right now, and he's got a shuriken now too. So even though he didn't do bands, and even though Cabbage had a really good pot roll, Corny has the same build right now. It looks like
Interesting.
Cabbage did find the extra ice band.
Mm-hmm. We'll see if K can be the one that has the most bans by the end of stage 3, though. He does have the Shorm, so he will find the band as well over there. But we'll see.
Interesting. Corny is pulling ahead though. If he can
Yeah, there we
keep
go.
this lead, even though he doesn't have as many bands,
He is playing it quick.
but they're
don't
right
know.
there too. They're
The
all charging TP.
the problem is, like, because they have more bans, they have the ability to accelerate so much faster, especially when it
Mhm.
comes down to Mythrix. K might actually +5 here. I hope he doesn't, but we'll see. He's using the Rakus here to his advantage to jump in the middle of them, do more damage, shake out the golems that were on it. But he needs to not. Oh my god. He needs to not die. He's
Yeah,
scaring me.
that's-
Okay.
Think he
Ooh.
should be okay.
Doesn't seem like he has any healing. That's kind of the problem here. If he had like a med drone or something, that'd help out a ton.
Yeah, I saw Cabbage using the Bungus there.
Yeah.
He does have gas ignition tank though. They all do, except Cabbage doesn't have a gas.
Mm.
That's rough.
Where did they get the gas from? I mean, it had to have been stage
Stage
1
1.
because Corny has it early. Looks like Corny just grabbed an encrusted key out of the Lord
Ooh.
Cradle, so
He's gonna find
he
another
should get
key
another
here.
key right there. Yes, good job.
Nice.
That way he can start just cloning keys and getting more and more and more void items throughout his runs here if he can
Dude.
find the box. So
That fucking item. That's the fucking best void item.
oh, absolutely.
No question.
Yeah. The fact that it converts new keys to being voids is the craziest part.
This adaptive chest up top.
Yeah, looking at Cabbage, he got hit by the rat and he's like, you know what, I'm gonna just take whatever and get out of here.
Oh, dude, YouTube streaming is awesome. I'm behind.
Nice. Looks like Cabbage is also grabbing the key, which is really good. Oh, another single player Eclipse because beads. You know what? That actually might be what it is. I tried to tell them earlier to go on Eclipse, but maybe one of them didn't. But it could be as
I
simple
bet
as
you
that.
that's what that is.
Yeah.
I bet you that's right.
Okay. That's
So
a good
if you
catch.
go into the single player menu, beads spawn, but if you go into the Eclipse menu, beads don't spawn.
Correct. Fortunately, we haven't seen anything too drastic from the void anti-seeding, or not the void, the lunar problems so far. But you know, we'll see.
It's like Corny's
One
going
of-
into the quail printer.
One of them could like get glass or something and then just like totally obliterate, and it's like, okay, well. 3 different lunars. Well, Corn doesn't have any at all. He didn't pick up any stage 1, but he did have the same as K does.
I think K, you saw he was typing something there. It looked like he was complaining about healing.
Also, what he's doing right now on K's screen, he's actually hitting all the eggs, and that is the way he's going to be healing on this stage. They provide a lot of health, even on
Oh.
Eclipse 8, and he's actually trading in an
Going
item
into the
for a
monster
monster
tooth
teeth.
printer.
Yeah. It looks like there's a feather from
He's
stage 4
desperate.
teleporter, which is really nice. Allows players to feel a little bit more comfortable, especially with the Thunder Gauntlet.
No
Which,
yellow item, by the way.
Can be a little bit rough.
Wow, that was a 50-50 prediction.
Damn. Oh my god, Cabbage is scaring me.
All right. New prediction. Who wins? I don't know. I think it's a toss up here. I can see any of them winning. I think K has the best build, but again, he is struggling with healing.
Yeah.
Cabbage is missing the gas, which is, I think, slowing him down a little bit. Corny is looking good, but he doesn't have as many bands. So they all have some kind of ailment here. It's like, actually, they're all lacking in healing a little bit, except Cabbage.
Mm-hmm. Corny has just done a really good job of just not really getting hit as much. It seems like, I know he doesn't like Thunder Gauntlet, but he seems a little bit more comfortable with it than the other guys, for sure.
Oh,
Oh my god, that
those
larva.
larva.
Okay. Let's see what we
hate
got done here.
The larva sloshing sound.
It is horrible. Another feather in our try shop down below as well. That is really massive. Looks like,
Like he went for
Cabbage
Boris
just doesn't
Tone.
really have enough money for that kind of stuff, so he might just be looking for eggs or something small before he leaves.
Backup mag for Corny.
That's
very
really,
nice.
really good.
Oh, K just lost an ice band going into the quail printer.
I mean, at the end of the day, he did have more bands than anyone else, so it's not like he's
now.
behind anyone, but it's still it is rough, obviously. It's an ice band.
It's a nice band. I think Cabbage is actually looking better.
Cabbage might... Okay, there he goes. Cabbage took the Blood Shrine there right at the end during the animation of leaving, so you get some extra money for stage 5. Looks like Cornifer's almost done with stage 5 teleporter boss already. There he goes. Obviously, it's Loader. Easy peasy.
Harpoon, massive.
Ooh, huge. Oh, man. It looks like K is struggling here. He's going to take the Tunnel Bubble, same as Cabbage did. That key was not very nice. Unfortunately. It looks like Corny didn't even find the key last stage, so...
Get one here and then one on the moon.
No
Or
Lysate on
he
Thunder
won't even
Slam.
bother.
The problem is, and we've seen this in the past in races where we've had Thunder Slam Loader and these guys have taken Lysate, it doesn't really end up being that worth it, especially for mythrix, unless you really, really, really utilize it a ton
Right.
for mythrix. But you can't really, not as much as you'd probably like. And honestly, equipment is so powerful, especially in the races, that it just works out that hoping for a fuel cell is better.
Thunderslam is a great ability, just not on Loader. Because with Loader, you already have the punch, and that's going to be your main band proc. Like a 2,000% damaging burst ability is really good, but you're going to be using your punch to proc bands most of the time. So it's not as good as it would be on somebody else, maybe.
I think it's fine, and I definitely think you can combo it very well with the punch if you know how. But it's one of those things where it's not as needed for her kit, so you're right. Like, It's extra damage and it's very good, and you can utilize it to burst down bosses even faster, but it's not something you need, and a lot of the loader players that are really good tend to prefer Pylon, mainly because it grants extra movement, because it have like a Pylon movement tech with it to accelerate very, very quickly. You have AoE, and honestly, just getting rid of small stuff and having a 0.5 proc activating with almost full uptime is not bad at all.
Yeah, you really kind of need a utility unloader, not more damage. Like Corny got a watch there.
If he gets hit at all, he loses it. He's gotta be careful.
You should test the Hellfire again,
Oh yeah.
just to make sure.
Yeah, just
Let's see what he gets from this Void Key.
Yeah, I'm really interested here.
Wungus. That's good. No, that's really good. He doesn't have any healing.
No, it is good. It is good. It's just it's not a hype solution, but it's a good solution. It's what he needed to kind of maybe deal with the threat of the ads in phase 3. And K is out. Look at that. And looks like Corny is gonna be out of here as well.
Wow. Last to arrive at stage 5, first to leave.
Looks like because K is the only one without a backup mag, his moon might be a little bit slower getting to the arena than the other two, but we'll see. Cabbage is looting up a lot here, hoping he finds something to make his mythrix fight just that much better. He found an interstellar dust plant, which is pretty massive. There we go.
Okay. He's winning. Looks like he's going to find the key up here. I wonder if Corny will take the time to look for the key. He might just say fuck it and go.
I don't know. It could be really good if they get a Polyloot or a Plasma Shrimp. It could make the mythrix fight just that much faster, really. But if they have to spend a minute or two to look for it, then you just threw away the time you were hoping to save
like
anyway,
that's what
right?
he's doing.
Yeah.
And K is going up.
He did get a Reckler from a Rosebuckler from the shipping request forum. That's really nice, but yeah.
Good call. He does not have time to look for that key.
With how fast the fight is for Loader anyway, won't save that much.
Maybe Polyloot, but
yeah. But I don't know. You'd have to pretty much find the key box very, very quick. If it was like Commando or something else that, or Merc, where your mythic fight takes forever, yeah, it would be a lot better. But
wow.
Looks like no one went for Lunars except Cabbage here. He might actually find a glass to help him out, so we'll see.
Oh, glass would be big.
Glass would really work well here. Let's see though what he finds.
Maybe Tonic again.
He found a
Light Flux. Wow.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the name. And a Transcendence. Look at that. You think he's gonna take it? Looks like he's gonna take it. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
His charge on his punch might be a really slow here. So to be clear, Light Flux Pauldron halves all of your cooldowns, but it halves your attack speed as well. But since Loader doesn't really need attack speed and it's only for her punch, I don't know how it affects Thunder Gauntlet that much though. Maybe it's just fine. Maybe it's just perfectly easy.
Cordy and K are neck and neck here. K's a little bit ahead, but
it's very
not
close.
by a lot. I don't know if Cabbage can catch up.
We'll see. Maybe if he utilizes all of those cooldowns from now until the end, maybe. But honestly, you know K having the visions is really nice for phase 2. Sorry, what?
I think it might come down to phase 2.
Maybe.
I think that's where we see a lot of divergence in terms of efficiency and how runners deal with it.
I still think I see a lot of problems with phase 2 when I see the runners do it. A lot of people start phase 2 by standing in the middle, the center of the arena, and they immediately get targeted and they have to go on a huge defensive. Instead of just staying out and taking out one at a time, it gets to be really problematic really fast. And suddenly they can't do damage.
K has visions here, so he has a little bit more range. He's able to deal with this slightly easier than Corny. That may be the deciding factor here.
Yeah, good call, Cap. I think they would. We have a fully unlocked profile, but I think it's gonna probably be the single player versus Eclipse thing. I think you're right on that one. Which they should have been all using Eclipse anyway, but you know. But this is really close. I mean,
Cabbage is catching up.
we're not gonna see any bonus points here at all. We're gonna see them be pretty much tied at the ship, I imagine. So
Cabbage
we'll
is
see.
almost caught up to Corny.
Oh my, he's gonna bypass Corny right now. K has started phase 3, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
I could see
Cabbage
Cabbage
is ahead of Corny.
Look at that.
I don't know what happened here for Corny.
It just looks like he maybe mistiming some of his thunder punches. I saw him hook onto an enemy and then kind of mistime his thunder punch really far back, so he didn't get it off on the enemy there. It's really a lot of muscle memory mix up when you use this punch over the other one. With the standard punch, you have so much control over when you can actually hit an enemy and when to decide when to release it. I can't speak English. But with this punch, you hit it, and then a second or two later, it will activate. So it kind of like you have to preemptively get ready for it. Your hands might be in a weird spot on the keyboard. It's just difference in all that kind of stuff.
Wow, Cabbage and K are right there.
Yeah.
You know, I said Cabbage couldn't get caught up, but
Yeah, you were lying.
I forgot it was Cabbage.
Yeah. Oh, Corny has 2 less bans. That is massive too.
It is. Corny's
right Cabbage
there now,
with a
though.
+5 pizza.
Oh.
He did the pizza emote, chat room. The pizza +5.
Holy moly.
He was moving around with his grapple during the pizza slice. He was a little bit too far above it to see where it was underneath him, and unfortunate, man. He would have probably overtaken K here, but let's see.
Well, Corny, don't count him out either. He made up a lot of time.
He did. He's halfway through phase 3 already, actually. This is such a close one.
If somebody gets a phase 4 skip...
Oh, Cabbage. He got hit by another
and the other
Oh
doesn't.
my god. Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Jesus.
I think maybe Cabbage was a little bit too headstrong there. He's like, I got Transcendence. I'll be fine. Oh, Corny with the +5.
No. Oh, man. I didn't even see what happened to him. I saw the flash.
It was pizza.
And K is looking to get a phase 4 skip here and end the phase. Let's see if he gets it. If he does get it, I mean, this is it.
It may be bonus points. I don't think so, though.
It would have to be, it would have been bonus points with the old system, but... And there it goes, a nice phase 4 skip to end it off. Oh, man. That was so close.
Dude, look at the timer. They're 24 minutes.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Cabbage is just wasting time until he jumps to the center. And there he goes.
Corny's doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. Oh, God. Okay. Jesus.
Damn.
What a crazy run. Right at the end, too. 2 pizza +5s. You hate to see it. No! Just not enough there at the end, man. Oh, that is so rough. A reminder, chat, we are doing the new system for 3-player racing is 7 minutes for a bonus point, not 5. That is what I mean by that.
Unless Cabbage grubs it here.
That should be cycling by on the screen as well.
There we go.
Tough, man. Is the community large enough to ever do a community voted loadout race, you think? I think so. I think so. We might keep that in mind for another one as well. Trying to see what horrible shit that chat can come up with for loadouts, I guess. Or we'll like roll a bunch of random ones and kind of vote on have chat vote on them, see which ones are in or not. I don't know. We can do a lot of stuff. Obviously, chat would pick the worst loadouts they can imagine. Double Saw, full damage Rex, Blight Acrid, you know, all the fun ones, right, chat room?
Yeah, I'm gonna be sick that day.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, what an
Wow.
amazing race. I'm gonna just bring them in all at the same time when Corny finishes, just to kind
That was a
of
good one.
show how close they'll were, because that's insane.
A 25-22 for K. Very well done.
Jesus. I mean, I hate seeing +5s right at the end, but
Yeah.
it is the nature of it.
so
It is
sad.
rough, but damn, that was such a fast one. We're gonna go over with them the couple fixes we have as well. I'm gonna have them restart their games though when they come in as well. All right, let's bring them all in. I'm waiting for the times to be updated on the website. I won't be able to see them until they pop up. So, hello, all of you three. You all finished within like a minute of each other. So, congratulations.
Okay, the
Yeah.
alternate punch scales with attack speed. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Did not know
Yes.
Okay, I did not know that was a thing. I took light flux and then my punch takes half an hour to charge. Alright.
Oh, that
So,
hurts.
a couple things before we get into the next loadout or talk about what happened on this one. I want you all to restart your game for me. And then
Okay.
B, I need to make sure you all have every lunar unlocked in the lockbook. And C, I need to make sure you all are playing on the Eclipse mode at the main menu, because if one of you are playing in single player, you will get beads, which mess up the pods.
We think that's the issue.
That's the issue. Then. Okay.
Okay. Remember to rejoin the lobby or whatever once you restart your
Do
game
we
as well.
need to rejoin in the exact order?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
Probably be saved.
But that being said, how was the run? I know a few of you had a +5 at the end, but that was a very fast one
Yeah.
for the
Attack
alternate
speed
punch.
messed me up.
I
Yeah.
trolled.
Is what it is.
hmm
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it was a loader run, so
Yeah.
that's how it kind of be.
That is how it kind of be.
Even with like a punch that maybe some of you guys are not really as used to and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
the Thunder Gauntlet is kind of weird, but like if you get a little bit of like you need to get accustomed to the ricochet, right? Like jump back.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, like even like we got bans. I'm pretty sure everybody got the double bans. They weren't too far off from anywhere, I guess.
The bands were actually interesting to watch because Cabbage had a very good pot roll, but he didn't find the initial band on stage 1.
There was another one.
Yeah, there's
Transferring.
a fire band on stage 1.
Where?
And then I think you all got the ice band out of the shipping request on stage 3, but then it looked like K lost that for a
Yeah.
quail.
Yeah, because Cabbage told me to always print the quail. That's his fault.
He's sabotaging
Yeah.
you.
I have proof.
Yeah.
I didn't see the quail printer. I would have also printed one.
It was on the top of Sirens.
I don't go there.
Okay.
No, I don't like that place.
It's just a policy I have. I don't
Corner,
love it.
make sure you're joining the race again.
I joined the race, yeah.
Oh yeah. I need to rejoin the race. Sorry.
Yep.
Join race Murph.
Also, your alerts are on and they're very large. I'm just letting you know. Also, I'll talk about this with you
okay.
later. Your resolution is not 16:9, and it creates a bar on the top
Yeah,
and
Reese
bottom
is
of your
freaking
screen.
out in here.
I'll talk with you about that later, but just letting you know.
Did anyone else get the light flux pattern on the moon?
You're
No,
the only
no one
who
even went for pods at all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wanted to,
I-
but then I forgot.
You should have.
If I had
There's a
known-
transcendence there.
Oh.
The attack speed thing. Because, like, with regular loader, attack speed doesn't matter, right? Like, only the M1.
Yeah.
I
didn't
mean,
know that,
with the
like-
punch,
It
no
does.
matter which punch, it takes longer to charge
Yeah.
it.
No, but, like, it barely matters. You just charge it somewhere, and then you release it.
I mean, I
And
see
with
what you
that
mean, but yeah,
punch-
but it does.
Because you can't hold the alternate punch.
Anyway,
So,
make sure you guys are in the Eclipse submenu in the alternate game modes as well, and not in single player, just to make sure. If you guys are ready for the next loadout, we're ready. So
Yes, sir.
okay.
Ready to start already? Let's go. Good luck, guys.
All right, good luck.
Alright.
Good
Good
boys.
luck, good luck.
Good. Best of luck. And this is a fun
Alright.
one.
This is a fun one. I like this one a lot. Hopefully that is the end of the lunar pod debacle, and we can enjoy some. Oh, there's a lunar pod right in front of him. Let's find out right now. Hey,
Lunapod
perfect.
Buffalo
We have been
2003.
seeing a lot of them.
2023.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people may look at this loadout and be like, "Oh man, where's the damage?" This is actually a very fun loadout. This is a very good one. It looks
Oh,
like there's
Stone
stone
Flux.
flux. Oh man,
Holy shit. 2 of them
you
got
think
it?
they're gonna take that, or what?
I mean, they're throwing if they don't.
Yeah, in a race especially, it's perfect.
I mean, who needs movement speed? Especially on Artie.
It looks
just
like
not
Cabbage is going
necessary.
for the newt right away as well. Try to get to the blue portal.
Interesting.
I like this loadout. It has a lot of AoE on the M1. It's very fun to use. I think a lot of people do not want to use this M1 because, oh, there's ignition tanks. It makes my other M1 better. But it's okay. This one is very good, and it has a very fun interaction with proc chains and procs and all that kind of stuff, especially with things like sticky bombs, which is what Corny just found a printer for stage 1 as well. It has a chance to proc on every enemy it hits within the area of effects, which is actually a decently large one. Ice Spear
Yeah.
is great for executing in-air enemies and also great for keeping mythrix stunned even longer, which is very fun to see. And then Iron Surge is obviously an amazing movement ability. Does a fair amount of damage as
I
well.
mean, it's
so.
no flamethrower, but yeah, I see what
Oh,
you mean.
yeah. Yeah. Honestly, seeing the items on this stage so far, I'm gonna guess that a lot of them are gonna go into the sticky bomb printer. There is an egg that Kay just found at the top end of the map as well. I don't really
Cabbage
see
doesn't
that
have
much
any
loot.
lunar coins. So
No,
he
he
can't
does.
buy.
He does. It just he
Oh.
needs to get a lunar coin for it to update the fact that he has them. He might
Does he-
look at that and think he
Well, does he-
doesn't, but he does.
Okay. He might think he can't.
There's a lunar coin on the ground right. I mean, he already bought
He
the
already
pod
opened
anyway.
one.
Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, he has lunar coins. Don't worry.
And an egg? That's going to help with the
Oh,
skip.
there's a penny printer as well. That might
Penny
be
printer?
the play, especially before
And
the
there's a
teleporter.
wrap on the stage as well.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know where that was, but it looks like Corny got it.
It looks like there's
Corny first
another
one,
lunar
RTP.
on
And
the
a
stage.
crowbar?
There's a brittle crown, which I don't
Oh.
know if it's going to be that great with Artie, though, actually.
Brittle crown?
Because you're not hitting that many times, and it's better if you
Yeah.
have a higher attack speed. Right? And you lose a lot of money for every time you take damage. You can, supplement that by getting a lot of pennies or whatever, but it might be a little bit
I don't know.
We'll see. I mean,
I
just to be
don't take it
clear,
enough to know.
Brittle Crown has like a 30% chance every time you hit something to get like an eighth of a chest, I believe. I think that's the mechanic for it.
Cabbage took it too.
Oh, interesting. They might get, I mean, with the AoE of the M1, they might get enough, but I don't know. I'm still kind of doubting that one on Artie specifically. I
It
think
kind of has. Go ahead.
I think on Artie, on multi or like Commando would be great though.
It kind of has an anti-synergy with pennies, where you don't want to be taking hits to gain gold, but with pennies you do want to be taking hits to get
I
gold.
think it's kind of like it band-aids it, right? So it makes it just like it erases the downside of Brittle Crown, which just in the end earns you more money if you're trying to dodge, I guess.
Maybe, but
You would
I
earn
don't
more
know.
money
Do you
probably
want a
from
penny
pennies.
farm with that though? I probably wouldn't.
You wouldn't want to. No. No. It's tough. We'd have to run some tests to see which one is actually better for long-term money gain, but it is kind of, for me, it's up in the air a little bit on Artie.
Well, this is a good, I guess, environment to test because they have the exact same run. So we'll see how it works out for them.
Mm-hmm. This is why we do it.
Assuming Corny doesn't take it.
Yeah, I love seeing the comparisons between runs just in action. Boom, same seed, good players, Eclipse 8, good strats, like the best. And what do they get
I
from the
wanna
teleporter? Oh, left on
Lepton.
Daisy. Yeah.
Massive.
Looks like Corny
Ooh.
hasn't really looted a lot here.
Back mag. Is he gonna grab it?
We'll see.
Okay. They all have it.
Well, interesting.
I hope he finds the egg.
I hope so too. I don't think Corny. I don't know. I don't think he got the pennies right away, so he kind of just didn't earn
I don't
enough
think he saw the
money.
penny printer. He saw
No.
the sticky bomb printer, went into that.
And look how much money Cabbage and K have at this point, right? They have hundreds, and Corny opened like one or two chests and he's like down to 60. So
He did pick up the Burial Crown after, though.
yeah,
And I don't know if it matters. I think Corny actually played the stage better.
I don't know because he hasn't left yet, and they're probably all gonna leave at the same time. It's just he has fewer items, so I don't know, or it looks like it. They're about the same actually now. Looks like K is the first one on the stage, which he's been kind of doing all day so far. So
Cabbage gonna go for the blue portal here. I don't like hitting blue portals on stage 1 because you never have enough. Like you see a good red, you in very, very rare situations will have enough by stage 1 to buy one.
Mm-hmm.
Especially in races where you're not getting all the items on the map.
I think he might be looking for a band or something to try to get his
That
build
could be
going
it.
a little bit more.
They know they can't roll pots here.
Also that, and he might be trying to just move forward the Bortle progression, so he might gain an advantage with a later Bortle that someone else may not have access to. Which does cost him time to do, because the time keeps moving in the Bortles with our mods. So, something to think about, but I don't know. It's an interesting strategy, different approach.
It's a few seconds, but that can make the difference.
It can add up very quickly.
Like even this race, what was the difference between Cabbage's and Corny's time on the last loadout was 30 seconds.
Yeah, which is it's like 20 seconds to check a blue portal with the loads and stuff, if I recall. So.
ATG on Cabbage.
Very nice. Wetland here also has the chance for some good lunar pod spawns, so maybe we'll see one here. We also have a chance to get a cleansing pool on the stage, one of the few stages that can actually spawn them. So we may
Interesting.
just see some pearls, which we've never actually seen before in the races at all. So
True. So it looked like they all opted to take more speed instead of gasoline in that multi-shop.
it seems like they're pretty comfortable with their amount of AoE right now, especially with the M1. While the gas may come in handy a little bit later, maybe on stage 3, I think. Oh, it looks like K just got a
K
gas
just
out of a
got it.
shrine. Anyone? Okay.
Anyone.
Yeah, I know. I can't speak English. I'm mixing up my words whenever I hear you talk, so I need to stop. Xenob's the only difference of this race. That, and we have 7 minutes for bonus points. Pearl drops are
found a
seeded.
uke.
They are. Reminder on PC, it is only a 20% chance to get an Ardent Pearl, so it's not that bad. It's 1 in 5, which is the same as getting a red out of a large chest. So
We've never seen it in a race though.
never.
It's allowed to happen if you loot the map and then you have lunar pods on the stage. You just can't leave a stage with lunars or like use it to kill enemies, but you can technically pick up a lunar at the end of a stage and then put it in the cleansing pool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it looks like Cabbage found the ukulele as well.
Nice. That's a lot of good
really item
AoE
on
for
Artie.
Artie. Yep.
Yeah. You don't need the gas if you have the uke.
No, and especially with the M1, it kind of can double proc against enemies, like because it can hit AoE with the M1, and then the uke procs, and then hits them all again in the same area. That's like, oh wow, that's nice. Anything with AoE like that.
Tank for Cabbage here.
Flame M1 users are crying. You'd have to do the pod in the pool after TP so you don't fight enemies with the lunar you picked up. Correct. The point of it, the rule that we don't really talk about too much, but all the racers are aware of, you cannot gain an advantage in the race with the lunar that you pick up. So if it's like a Defiant Gouge, you can't just go around using it on shrines and stuff. Even after TP, you just gotta kind of go use it in the cleansing pool.
They got it in ATG for the teleporter item.
That is really
So
nice.
Cabbage
So
is gonna
Cabbage
have
is gonna have two. Yeah, very good.
See if the other guys find it. The other one. I think it was this stage. Kind of near spawn. Also, it looks like K grabbed disposable missiles.
What did they have before egg? I think that might
They
be
have
fine.
egg.
Yeah, because they
I
can
mean,
already
for
skip
skipping
pillars.
later on. They can. It's just really slow with Artie.
It saves them a little bit of time, but I think the DML might save them more time during the stages, and then just hope for
Maybe.
something later. They know they have a skip now, might as well just try to accelerate, I
I'd
guess.
still probably take egg because you can use it as a utility to get around the stage faster as well.
That is true. The thing about egg as well, chat, I like to remind chat of it. The hidden tech with egg is that every time you hit an enemy, it actually refreshes the duration on it. So you can technically have a run where you're like infinitely in egg, pretty much. So, just fun.
Yeah, that's a dream.
Like you can see Cabbage doing it right now to keep himself moving across the map a lot further, like going through those jellyfish.
Oh, K did find the uke.
Cabbage found crit, which is actually really nice as well. All of the characters that are really bursty are really powerful with crit. And it looks like Corny's the first on the stage 3. These guys are playing it so close together, man. Really, really close today.
Yeah, they happen all day. Usually we see a little bit more divergence in strategy where somebody will go faster in the early game, but slower in the late game, or the opposite. But today they're all kind of playing the same way, even down to the pathing.
Yeah.
On some of these stages, they're just doing the exact same thing. Oh, is Cabbage going to find the gas lane here? He's not.
Does not have enough money, no. Sulfur Pools is also another map that can spawn lunar pods and can spawn cleansing
K
pools.
found the ATG.
Oh, nice. So we'll see.
Got rid of his backup mag for an opal there.
That's kind of rough. Opal's nice, but a backup mag is so good on RD2. What is that green printer on Corny's screen?
I don't know.
I'm
I was
trying
just
to
gonna
look at
ask.
it. Yeah. It's like Corny's going for Gaster in the multi-shop,
Took that over armor piercing.
which is interesting. I think I would have taken the armor piercing there. He's looking at the green. I just can't see it too far away.
He
Is that a
doesn't have an
Reckler?
ignition tank either. Yeah,
It's a
looks
Rose
like it.
Beckler. Yeah.
You got
Oh, and there you
gas
got a
there.
gas. He should have taken
And
the
he's
AP.
the only one that doesn't have an ignition tank, so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Maybe for the other players, they would want the gas more, but Cabbage is looting this side of the stage, which Corny didn't. He got extra pennies here, which is, again, pretty nice. How do you think the stages have felt with Brittle Crown, just judging it? Because it seems like
I
they
feel like
did
they're
have
looting
enough.
more.
They did have enough money for everything at the end of last teleport.
Yeah.
They didn't really take that much damage. I do think it's a case as well that they have Ion Surge, so obviously they're getting hit less than like maybe Commando would or something like that. But I don't know. It's
That's
really interesting. They're actually
I definitely think they're looting extra. What they get here? Hunter's Harpoon, massive.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has anyone gone under the ground in the caves? I'm really curious about
I
what's
don't
in
think
there.
so. Not yet.
Patiently awaiting.
See,
It looks
it
like
looks
Cabbage went for the gas as well there too. Well, he felt like he needed it because of the ignition tank, but
yeah.
turning down
That makes
the AP is still painful.
It's a 20% faster mythrix fight with one of
Yeah.
them.
Can really start to stack up.
Going for the healing chest. It seems like they're greeting. I'll be
They are
honest.
looting a lot. It kind of maybe seems like I mean we'll ask him afterwards. But maybe not all these guys are really used to this loadout, and they kind of view it as like, oh, maybe it doesn't have that much damage. Maybe I should try to loot a little bit more and do all this kind of stuff. So it could be one of those situations. We've seen that a lot in the past. When someone is kind of new with a loadout, because all these loadouts are random, there's a huge chance that some of the players have just never used it. And that happens every single race. So, maybe they're just uncomfortable, just want to make sure they have their items enough to carry them and see where it kind of takes them that way by trying to just, obviously you want to stay competitive, but
You do. It's interesting. They're all at 15 minutes,
yeah.
which is for this lot, that's kind of behind pace.
Mm-hmm.
Usually we see them leaving around like 12 or 13.
Yeah. And looks like Corey's taking some extra time here to scrap as well. I think he might be going into the Reckler printer, the Rose Beckler, or he's just
Maybe.
saving some scrap for maybe some more damage later.
I personally wouldn't do that.
I think if you get Rose Bucklers out, you save more money with Brittle Crown. And it also allows you to be, I guess, well, they have Iron Surge, so it doesn't really matter if they oh, Corny just got Tesla Coil on the
Ooh.
lower end of the map. That is really powerful, especially in this scenario. And Tesla Coil with Brittle Crown will actually earn them quite a bit more money. There is a lunar pod up there too that he sees. So we'll see what the next lunar is, dude.
A little
We're
bit of crit
actually
there.
fortunate to have gotten so many lunars today too. Because
Yeah,
again,
I was afraid that we were gonna do this and we wouldn't find any.
all of the players and all of their testing runs the past couple of days have reported that they have found basically none. So this is definitely like throwing him a little bit. Corny is debating whether to take the vision or not, and he actually does take it over the RDM1.
Okay.
Interesting.
Just going for the heretic play.
We do want to see how this turns out. So,
dude, if we see a heretic today, I'll be so happy.
It won't happen. It literally it can't happen. There's no way. He actually is going for Rose Bucklers, it looks like. A Prion out of the shrine. Cabbage is looking at it, but he's not going to take it seems.
Looks like Corny is going into the buckler printer.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Again, I mean, it does reduce the amount of money you lose. Maybe he really wants to earn more money from stage 4 and 5. Maybe he's hoping that'll help him speed up enough and allow him to be a little bit more aggressive. But we'll see.
I think they have the damage.
They are spending a lot of time on the stage, aren't they? More than I would have thought.
17 minutes. First person leaves.
And back to Siren's Call, our favorite. There's only like one map today that isn't Sirens, and it's Grove, and it's on the last loadout. So, and again, this is another map that has lunar pods on it. So we actually did kind of get a nifty situation with we got a lot of the maps that just have lunar pods and have them more common. So I think we just kind of got lucky in that aspect of it. Corny is going really fast, though. It doesn't seem like anyone else found the Visions of Heresy. Kay could find it here, but yeah, we'll see.
They might be a little bit nervous not having bands.
That might be what it is, actually, now that you say it. Kay looked at the Visions. He's thinking about he's doing the same thing Corey did, and then he went back and took it. Yeah, interesting. I want to see a comparison between there and Cabbage's run, because obviously Visions is really good, actually. It procs twice as well. So it would be actually pretty good for Brittle Crown. It would earn them a lot more money.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Looks like Kay was the only one to get the armor piercing rounds for that multi-shot. He's also checking underneath, which I don't think I saw anyone else do, actually. They might have, I just didn't see it.
And there's nothing down there, so...
Nice, huge, massive. I'm actually surprised that Kay is leaving this late. Again, he's been the one leaving first in like every single loadout and stage so far, so seen him leave later because he's just wanting all that loot.
Ooh, band.
It's kind of funny, and there we go.
Teleporter band. And that's the band you want to see on Artificer.
Absolutely.
Especially with this loadout where you have the freeze.
Yeah. You can do all of the Ice Spear damage and have mythrix sit in all of it just because he's just frozen. He just has to. So,
It's
looks
phase
like
4 sweep as well.
Corny is getting bounced around by this worm a little bit. It's kind of funny to watch, but
Yeah, it looks like he's struggling there. I think this is where having egg helped him.
yeah. I mean, a little bit more speed would be nice too, but because these larvae are bullying them a little bit as well, it looks like.
The Tesla's helping.
Oh yeah. It looks like Kay didn't get the Tesla. He didn't
He was
go
the
down
only
on the
one.
lower platform. That is kind of rough.
But he does have gas ignition. So that'll
So
help
does
with the
Cabbage.
larva.
Uh-oh.
He's got another ignition.
Oh my god, Cabbage almost got blasted by the vagrant. Jeez. That was close.
I think they're gonna do stage 5 pretty fast. I
think
think looking
so,
at
too.
this, they're probably thinking, I've taken my time this run. I'm probably behind. I've got a band. I just need to go.
Yeah. This might be a little bit longer of a mythic fight than we're maybe hoping for, though. But also, I
Maybe.
don't see
It's
any.
artificer.
I don't see any lunar pods on this map, unfortunately, so far. While it is arty, they're gonna have to get lucky with ATGs, is what it might come down to, though. If they don't, might take a little bit longer. Obviously, they do have a ton of freeze, so the fight will be easy, and it will be 30% faster than most other survivors because he executes, or he
They
gets
got the band
executed.
now.
Sorry, but yeah,
That'll help. Shoots in
Corny's
these voids.
liking this void. Yeah, I want to see
Voidescent flame.
that free AOE. Might as well.
He's using the shrine to heal up.
Nice.
For the
Gotta
other
use what you
voids.
got, man. Do you think anyone's gonna try to go for an AWU skip with Artie with the Ice Spear? It's
Maybe.
not too hard. If they practice that timing, it's pretty good. Oh, and Awungus is pretty nice.
Fungus is very
Again,
nice.
it's not omega exciting, but it's good and it's stable and it'll keep them alive.
Yeah, they don't have a ton of healing.
It looks like,
one slug.
unfortunately, K activated AWU on accident, so no AWU skip for him, and I don't know if he's going to be able to actually even kill AWU at all either. We'll
Make
see.
charging a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. Oh, did Cabbage just do it? I looked away and I looked back and he has an afterburner. Chat, did he just skip AWU? I think he did.
I blinked and I missed it.
He did. The whirring grew loud. He got the hard light. Yeah, he
Okay.
skipped it. Absolutely amazing. Good job, Cabbage.
Good job.
I can actually, because it's YouTube, I can actually rewind. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because YouTube is fucking awesome.
Shut
dude.
the hell up.
Yeah, no, you're right. Twitch is great.
Yeah.
I love the Twitch.
And here we
corporation.
go. He did with the ice spear. Look at that. Very beautiful. Really nice.
Looks like
form.
Kay's just gonna kill him normally.
And it looks like he can. I mean, he does have the ATGs and stuff.
Him blasting though. Oh, +5.
Oh no! I think he got larvaed or something there.
No, he was directly under AWU and he just blasted him.
Oh, okay. I looked back and yeah. Wow, that sucks. That is pretty brutal. Corny just got into stage 5 and there's a grandparent sitting right on TP because that is the TP boss. This boss, they might play a little bit more defensively. They might kind of stay behind cover like he's doing now. Kind of just try to farm up Brutal Crown and stuff a little bit.
Use it to take out some of the other enemies.
Yeah, the Tesla is helping with that a lot too.
Ooh, he ate a rock there.
That is kind of scary. Looks like Cabbage is on to stage 5 as well. Man, that +5 from K is pretty rough. Again, he's been getting first place in the loadouts today, so seeing him take a stage 4 +5 is a little spooky.
And that's the problem with AWU. Like, you'll notice the first half of his health bar went down very, very quickly, but in Eclipse 7, Ally Worship Unit has this really cool mechanic where he will just continuously put up his shield and blast every 2 seconds. Like, you see the downtime, the period he has to damage Ally Worship Unit is so small. He has maybe like 3 seconds every time.
Yeah. And most of his damage is coming from ATGs and stuff. So he really probably needs to shoot AWU when the shield is up to try to get an ATG that hits him when the shield is down. Which is
but when you do that, you don't want to proc bands.
Yeah. So it's like all this like timing that you're having to juggle there, and then even then it's just praying for RNG to even get your damage off in the right way.
And it looked like that really hurt him charging the teleporter. He just kept blasting the ground.
Mm-hmm.
There's
He wasn't
not a
even
lot
able
you
to
can
stay
do.
inside.
Planula.
Oh my god. Where's Hellfire? I'm joking. It wouldn't actually help. You would still take way too much damage to use Hellfire in Eclipse 8. Thumbs up.
You got the the ignition tanks.
Yeah.
Make it even worse. I guess
Uh,
Carney doesn't have any.
didn't they fix that? They might have on the self damage.
I have not picked that item up since the DLC came out, so I would not know.
Because yeah, when ignition tanks first came out, it would instantly kill you if you had Hellfire.
I think
So
it still might. I don't know if it instantly kills you, but I think it does deal extra damage.
I think it does to the enemies, but not to you. I think.
I'm talking out of my ass. I have no idea.
Okay. I just recall that they changed something around that, so yeah, Cabbage is reacting
He's
the
so
the
happy.
exact same that we'd expect from a racer. You really need to hype up the Planula, dude. It's very powerful. It's in Eclipse 8, it's worth a wrap and a half. But worse because you actually still have to take the damage. So thumbs up. Wrap can prevent permanent damage and curse. Planula doesn't. So
That's a really cool synergy with Blight in Phase 4.
oh yeah. Oh yeah, where you just can't beat the phase for 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Mythrix has Blight, or sorry, if Mythrix has Planula, dude, I am all over the place today. If Mythrix has Planula and you have Blight, you actually cannot out damage Mythrix, his healing. Because
Don't I know it?
that's how cool it is. It's insane, man.
That happened to me in one of these. I was so mad the entire time.
I remember that one, and then you died at the end. Oh
I think I
my-
still won the loadout though.
I don't remember, but I know you spent a
Oh.
long time.
Kay
got burned to death. Stayed a little bit way too long in the grandparent burn, and that's what you get. You really need to stay behind cover when the grandparent sun goes out. You really can't tempt fate with that one.
So I think he's probably looking at
Icarus.
last year,
That's funny.
which is really good for the other racers because Kay has been on top all day.
Mhm.
So this will give him a chance to catch up. I think even
Ooh.
getting last year, Kay will still probably be in the lead overall, but
And
it'll
Ocular
make it
Hug.
more interesting going into the fourth loadout.
I agree, though.
Found a third ignition tank. Hate to see it with the no fire damage loadout.
It's tough, but hey.
It happens.
Yeah. And there we go. Corny is on the moon. Cabbage is on the
Cabbage was
moon.
right behind him.
Let's see what they do. I think they're gonna go check out the lunar garden on the moon at Seoul. Obviously they can skip pillars, but getting a glass. We haven't seen glass today. I'm really interested.
Cabbage has the egg, so he's gonna be able to skip a little bit faster.
Yeah. But Corny's Mythrix fight might go a lot faster because the Ocular Hood. Actually, not by that
How many
much
crowbars does he
because
have?
2. But Cabbage already has 4 crit classes, so it's not going to be that much faster than Cabbage's.
Oh, also, he has 2 Tesla? When did that happen?
He got some other one at some other points. Chat said it, but I didn't see where it was. It looked like on stage 5, so I don't know where though. Chat knows. Chat's always correct. Opposite TP, boom. Boom. Oh, Cabbage has Lysate. Oh, interesting. So he'll be able to skip really, really fast, actually.
Good call.
I think that is a good
saw
call.
that and just didn't take it, or
I think while it might not seem very flashy, the Lysate on Ion Surge is also a great way to in the Mythic site with low movement speed just to get out of a lot of situations just really quickly.
Yo, I hate to interrupt, but
Yeah.
Kay just got a happiest mask, so
Holy shit.
it's kind of over.
Yeah, if he gets to the moon at all in the next 20 minutes, he'll come back quick. One of the lunar items up there was the Hooks of Heresy, which they don't seem like they want to get rid of the Ice Spear, so not something that Cabbage wants to pick up. Type a smile if you love Happy Mask, because it is the best item in the game. One of them, sorry. There's Aegis too, but it looks like Corny didn't even check the lunars either. And Cabot is already almost up, bypassing Corny already, just because of you know,
He's got an extra ATG as well.
yeah.
Extra crit.
And there's the other Tesla. It's in the large damage chest, like chat said, opposite TP of the map.
K is still looting. Oh, red Scorpion.
Oh wow, what is happening? What is happening, dude? There's
Oh, that-
3 reds on stage 5, and actually, I don't really think that
He found.
listen,
Okay.
Scorpion's gonna be pretty good here. They have Visions of Heresy, so
And
and
Tesla.
him being the only one that found it, like Tesla though isn't really that great with Scorpion because Scorpion procs off of proc
Oh yeah, it's
chance
based
or
off your proc
proc
coefficient.
coefficient. Yeah, so with a 0.3 from Tesla, it's not as effective as like Visions is, for example.
Cabbage is getting through this very quickly.
Oh yeah. I mean, looking at corner first damage, it's a little bit less.
It
I
is.
actually
He
think
also can't
maybe
freeze him as much.
looking at Cabbage's build, I like him having the M1 because he has the extra ATG as well and the extra crit. It just seems like more chances for more bursty damage to
I
come out
agree.
there. For K though, I like that he took Visions, but Corny's somewhere in the middle where he didn't really get the best of both worlds, right? He kind of just
Yeah.
you know, kind of got the short end of both sticks.
But
So,
he's not too far behind Cabbage.
no, he does
He
have
plays
still a
phase
good
2
build,
very
and
well.
it still is Artie. Artie does really good damage. He should be using his. There he goes. I was gonna say should be using it more, but
He doesn't have as many ice walls as the other two, so
oh, that's
he
true.
has
He
to be a little
didn't
bit more
take
careful
out
with his freezes.
Awu.
He still played it very well, though.
He did. He knows how to use the freezes and the ice wall to his advantage, which is something you do need to learn when you're playing Artie in the races here. All the freeze tech, all the path in control, and the mythrix kind of like movement manipulation, all that stuff is really important. All of Mythrix's animations and the way he moves, it needs to be second nature to get through these phases really, really fast and really expertly.
This is also where the gasoline ignition tank will help a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It looks like Corny's kind of getting blasted here. He does have the Rucklers, though, which has actually helped him and allowed him
Yeah,
to kind
it's helping him.
of stay in the middle here and be a little bit more aggressive,
He's
whereas
actually caught up to Cabbage.
someone else might have to turn to a more defensive stance. Like Cabbage is like spending a lot of time going in egg and trying to pull against the edge of the stage there, but
Yeah,
yeah,
he's past Cabbage.
there he goes. Cabbage got a
Uh,
very unlucky extra spawn at the end there, I think. Another golem just spawned in right after he had finished off the wisp. Will you ever do 4 people races again? Yes. Believe it or not, I do try to schedule as many people as I can for the races every week. It just so happens that it's been difficult to get 4 players in, so we will do 4 player when there are 4 people ready to go next time. The fact that we can do 3 player though has been really nice. It's alleviated a lot of pressure on people to participate every single week or do whatever, like work their schedules around it. So
a lot easier to cast as well.
yeah.
I feel like I'm always missing a lot more with the 4-player races.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's tough, man. It's oh god,
Oh!
Cabbage.
Oh.
So this is a perfect example to talk about this. What Cabbage tried to do, he was circling. Oh, that's a pizza
Oh,
plus
there it
5 from
is.
Cabbage. Okay.
Corny
So
just needs to survive.
yep, that's all
He's
Corny needs to do here. So Cabbage was
making me nervous,
circling
though.
and he tried to double back on himself. But the problem with Artie is that she has a very low hidden acceleration stat. So if you turn around, you are not going to be able to turn around as fast as someone like Commando or Huntress or whoever, because it takes time to rotate your character model and then start the process building up to max speed. So most often, I see a lot of players die to pizza with Artie or multi because they have low acceleration, and they think like, "Oh man, like what the hell was that? I couldn't move, or I feel like locked there." you cannot turn around. You really need to full send one direction, and if you change your direction, it needs to be a slight off to the side. Cabbage with a nice phase 4 skip, very good.
Corny just missed it. He should get it here though.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy to do with Artie.
And he does have, yeah, I mean, mythrix is already below the threshold. All he needs to do is not freeze him, pretty much. And he can use his Ocular Hood if he really needs, like, he wants the extra damage and comfort, but I definitely need it.
I will say, K was able to catch it pretty well in real time. He does have 2 +5s, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
it seemed like he was able to get up there. He was
Oh.
like stage 5 as they got to mythrix.
Corning used his band somewhere. And he tried to use a shuriken skip to get through phase 4 there, but I don't know what happened. I looked back and he didn't have his bands when mythrix jumped down. So it
Yeah,
might have
still
been like
Tesla
a
now.
rogue ATG from Tesla or something. I don't know. This should be a pretty comfy phase 4 for him, though. All he needs to do
Yeah,
is
it's not
just
gonna
stay
matter.
above mythrix, but it did cost him a little bit of time. Obviously, again, whatever, but maybe he could have gotten bonus points or something. Who knows? Nah, I doubt it, actually.
I don't think it mattered, but
It matters in the
probably-
moment for him,
for his
right?
confidence, yeah.
In his world, that mattered a lot. Corny is going through this very well, though. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's hard to go much faster than what he's doing right now anyway. Cabot
we
is
go.
doing the best thing on the ship with Artie, and that is just to fly 1,000 feet above it and hover in the air and charge it that way. Because the height of the ship is infinite, so.
Problem with doing that though is it's harder to see the little pizza slices. So if you're very low health, going that far up, is he okay?
The pizza slices only have a max height, so if you go above them, it doesn't matter. Also,
I look at Cabbage, his screen is just shaking, and then I look at Key, he's doing the exact same thing. Okay, sorry, fuck.
Corny just took the worst portal, unfortunately. I think he took the bait clockwise one middle platform. That is tough. And he doesn't have any movement speed, so he needs to aim directly for the ship. He needs to look right at it. You see how he's kind of aiming off? He's just going a little bit slower.
Looks like K also missed the phase 4 skip.
Which is a little bit rough. Oh, he did get hit there. Fortunately, nothing happened to him, but... Okay. A lot of people do that. Like, looking at corner screen, he's aiming for the bridge, but he can fly. So he can just go to the ship if he wanted, right? There he
He's
goes.
doing it
Okay. That is funny, though. K is giving a lot of down votes. Or thumbs down. His camera.
You can see the lunar beads in the back there on his stream deck or something. That's festive.
K probably took one of the better portals he could have there. Corny, if he stays out of the ship for like 15 seconds, he will not actually be able to charge him. So he needs to just sit in the ship the entire time.
I think you +5, but you still get the win if that
Yeah.
happens.
So what used to happen when we first kind of made the mod here was that you would just lose. It would force DNF you if you failed the ship, which is funny. But we updated it at one point and we made it so it gives you a +5 and ends the run for you. So a clock in that time. Let's bring Cabbage in here. Hey, Cabbage, what up?
Why do I keep dying? I don't know.
I could tell you why you died that time, but regardless, tell us how the run went.
Bad.
I'm
What do you
drinking
think
water.
That's about it.
You got a AWU skip though. That was fun.
No, that
That
one's
was
free. That's easy.
No one else went for it or got it at least. So
Mm.
it was.
What are your biggest regrets with
yeah.
that run? Obviously, besides the first one.
Installing this game back in 2019.
Okay.
Oh, the run? I mean,
Yeah,
I
the
don't
run.
know. I mean, it was like not dying to mythrix, checking lunar pods on the moon. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
That
think I
kind of
saw
stuff.
anybody check lunar pods.
You Cabbage did and K did.
I'm the only one that checks them. I think. Oh, okay, then. All right.
Yeah, But you know,
Hey,
Hooks of
yeah,
This time
Heresy.
I didn't go. Yeah.
Hey,
There's
Corny.
just one shaped class, and the mythrix spread is twice as fast. I don't know. You gotta check it.
We haven't seen glass yet, which is kind of crazy, but
Did anyone expect us to see it? It's a good item. Why would we see it? Huh?
Yeah.
we did see tonic on the first ones today, so
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
at
that's
least.
true. That's true.
Onyx saves a lot of time.
Corny, congratulations on first place.
Wow.
You were
Thank
the
you,
only
thank
one
you.
that did not die.
yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Made us
Oh, okay.
worried at the end there with that ship,
Mhm.
but
Oh yeah, I mean the bait. I actually fucked up my rotations, and I not the rotations, the portal rotations, and yeah, that's fine. I mean last seconds.
Yeah.
you did. It didn't matter too much.
Fortunately, it didn't matter, but it could have mattered because it was like a full minute you spent walking to the ship there. More than that,
You
even.
almost didn't have enough
I
time.
know, more than a minute, more than
Yeah.
a minute.
That
Yeah.
and missing
Yeah.
phase 4 skip, it could have been rougher than it was, but fortunately the other players did die. So
Yeah, I could have gotten a bonus point if I had properly skipped, I think. But yeah, like it proc my bands. I don't know what proc my band, but it just did, you know?
I think it was maybe a Tesla ATG, maybe,
Possibly.
or like a void
ATGs
sent
kinda just fly.
ATG somewhere, like
Yeah.
Tesla to void sent to ATG pipeline. I don't know.
There were
Yep,
so
yep,
many
yep.
reds in that run. There's
Oh,
a point
yeah.
on stage 5 where Kay just found 5 reds in a row, or 3.
What?
No, it's
Huh?
3, I think.
It
3 or
was
2.
Scorpion,
like-
Happy Mask, and another
Oh, yeah,
Tesla,
3.
and they were all kind of right
Yeah.
next to each other in that area. I kind of believe.
Mm,
We have a chance today, by the way, of a tie.
Awesome. Can't wait.
It's interesting.
So hyped.
Yeah.
No,
So
already.
I believe you.
Dude.
Yeah,
that
Very
was
fun.
just-
So we
Maybe that
saved
dengue.
the best
Yeah.
loadout for last, obviously. The
Oh,
bubble
man.
shield NG, baby. Let's go, dude. Very powerful. So this is the only run today where we're gonna have a failing sanctuary, which means if you get some lunar pods in the beginning, you might get a pearl stage 2. So keep that in mind. Really
Wow.
interesting stuff.
Imagine that, a pearl.
Yeah, we've never
I
seen one.
love.
Yo,
the
love
races,
it's steak,
actually.
but golden.
I don't know what you're talking about. Steak is great.
Yeah, true. I never said I disliked it.
Anyway, if you guys are ready to go, we're ready. So
All
For
right,
sure,
have
mister.
fun.
good luck,
Good luck,
everybody.
gents.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Can I concede? No.
No, it's a great loadout.
Yeah.
Can
Why
I
didn't you want to
concede?
compete today, Disputed? You don't want to play Bubble Shield NG or?
Oh, I was feeling great, but then I saw this loadout and I'm like, you know what? I'm not feeling up to it anymore.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with NG. Engineer is my favorite survivor. I play her every day
Yeah.
for many, many hours.
Can't get enough of it, really. Especially Bubble Shield. So, if anyone's watched the races previously over the last couple months, there is a there's kind of a pattern with Bubble Shield in the races, right? It's had a certain effect on our racers, I would say.
A
Uh-oh.
pattern is a nice word.
Cabbage screen just blacked out for me. Okay, he's back.
I see him.
I don't mind glitched for a second. I came back and he has a Prion, so cool. So yeah, I think in the races, the most deaths we've ever seen have every time been from Bubble Shield NG loadout. So
Absolutely. Fuck
Yeah.
this loadout. It makes me angry even watching it.
at least they have spider mines this time, so they can actually do something with that.
There's
Cabbage
that.
got an elixir, which is actually pretty good on NG because the turrets get it and they just live a lot longer if you can keep your elixir alive yourself.
Here's the
Very
problem
good.
with this loadout.
Yep.
Flying enemies. You
Yeah.
cannot deal with them. If you have the stationary turrets, that's one way to deal with them, but the mobile ones don't have as much range, and
They do not.
they don't have as much damage either. They struggle.
I
think-
think the mobile turrets are really good, but if you don't have those harpoons for your your utility option, it could be kind of rough, right? Like you're saying, like the dealing with the flying enemies is usually the engineer's job. It kind of feels like in that scenario. So this
The
is
thing I would worry about is
constructs.
stage 3. We have Fogbound Lagoon. If you have the John Cena Mega Shungite construct, you can't kill him. You need like area of effect. The Prion will help. Prion will be massive for that, but
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they get something by that point, or maybe even a better equipment like a passer to help out with that. But it's they're gonna need to take this loadout a little bit slower than
look for
than
AoE.
the other ones.
AoE is the best thing they can find here.
Yep. Like we start out with Commando today, and Commando is kind of a item hungry character. We've kind of seen that, but our Commando run was just really, really powerful today. Hopefully the same can be said for the energy run today, but you're probably not going to bet on it. They're probably just going to full loot every stage until they get comfortable enough with the power level that they're at. I mean, look at K's build. You know, it's really powerful.
I got the Bungus.
He
Doesn't
should.
help
He
him
could
because
probably
of
go
the bad
to
turrets.
mythrix right now. I'm gonna get some
Tree.
water, so Disputed's gonna cover for me until then. So good luck.
You get the Bungus on the engineer, man. You are set. All right. Well, I mean, you can look at this right now. Even like fighting 5 wisps, these guys are struggling. They have to sit in their bubble shield. The M1 or their primary attack, the grenades. I don't know why it is the way it is. It just is that way, and I hate it so goddamn much. It is decent when you're early game trying to fight like golems, but later on, it just has no range. And it's unpredictable where it goes. They kind of spread out in random directions. It's not fun. It's just not fun. Okay, so what's going on here? It looks like Corny is almost done charging. He's the only one that's done teleporter. Yeah, I think Race was right. Definitely the way I would play this as well is try to get as many items as I can before I started the teleporter. You want to find some kind of area of effect or something. Even like that sticky bomb is going to help them greatly. But Beetle Queen is worst case scenario as well because you have to deal with so many little boys coming out and fucking trying to hit you. It's horrible. At
Bet.
least it's not Siphon Forest. Siphon Forest, you have to deal with the pests as well.
They are a little bit tankier than the average wisp that you would see in the sky. It's true. Which, you know, I mean, at least the mobile turrets can hit pests and stuff. You know what's funny? Mobile turrets cannot hit Voidling.
That is
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah. I like that they tested that.
Wait, so they like even if you place it directly on top of
They
its
do
head?
not have enough range. They can't do it.
I love Engineer.
Yeah.
And I love Voidling.
The reason when the DLC first dropped and I was doing Voidling runs, what a time to be alive, I had to use stationary turrets. I had to. Like, it wasn't really like a choice. So.
I mean, I don't think you're using bubble either. The
Oh,
harpoons
absolutely
really
not.
help.
It's a comment on the turrets themselves. Just a Voidling comment.
I don't know how you can play Engineer without harpoons.
It's so integral. I mean, for most people, it just becomes their new M1. Most people
Yeah.
just forget they have an M1 at all. I do think the M1 can actually be pretty good, especially with a little bit of attack speed. You can really burst down ground units very easily, but again, you know, air stuff a little bit harder to deal with.
Double sticky bomb. I actually really like sticky bombs for this. It's not a lot of AoE, but it's a little bit, and that helps. We've got 2 with the spider mines. You can get some pretty good damage.
We'll probably see some Spider-Man sticky bomb stuff happening in.
That Beetle Queen, yeah, that Prion is gonna help out a ton for just bursting down bosses.
And
Looks like they all
also,
found it.
no, before anyone asks, we're never doing a Voidling race, so do not try to sway the opinion of the people that play it.
I
No
don't think
one
you
will
can
ever
do
do
that.
it. No, it's a waste of air,
I
waste
feel
of
like
typing.
the word voidling and race do not belong in the same sentence together.
Like, I don't think you can convince any one of the racers to even play Voidling in their free time. So the problem with the Bloom race as well is that the Bloom is too random. It's something that we unfortunately just are never going to be able to seed really. And if we do, it's going to be a really, really weird thing, and it'd be a lot of work. So I heavily doubt we'll ever see something like that.
Yeah. It did, because in order to seed it, they would need to pick up the exact same items.
Yeah. And we could do something like, I'm not going to go into it. We could do something, but it would be difficult.
There's a lot of discussions behind the scenes with like every little change has to go through the committee,
The council.
the council.
We all wear our robes and sit around our giant stone table, and we make decisions.
That's not too far off.
Because that's what happens.
There's a it's kind of a two-party system there now. You have people that are very like, we want to keep it vanilla, don't make any changes, and then there's another group of people that are more like, it doesn't matter, we can change whatever.
Yeah, it is funny. We kind of have a two-party fucking system now because of that.
But
Yeah, I'd be
it
curious to
results
see
in
what chat
gridlock.
thinks and stuff about those kind of things. Reminder: if you guys want to join the Risk of Resources Discord, exclamation point Discord under the stream, or all those places. When we are offline after the race is over, you can always get a Discord link from the website itself. As well as a reminder to that, that's where we kind of discuss things, and if you want to leave a bunch of feedback or whatever, that's the place to do it. That's also where you find out when the next race is going to be, which we don't know yet, so we'll let you know there when we know.
Do them every week. Everybody has a different schedule, so it's hard to kind of know beforehand.
Yeah, it's impossible to say like, hey, we're doing it this time every week or whatever, and especially since like we'll never see half the races if we do that either. So
Yeah, I know right now EU is kind of upset because we don't stream at a very good time, but
I think this
I
is
think we'd
probably
like to. It's just
as good
hard.
as it can get for EU. Probably a start at like noon Pacific. So I mean, that's like late evening,
You guys got a bad seed. I don't know what to
dude.
tell you.
Hey, Genesis loop, corny screen, teleporter
Ooh,
boss, boom, it's happening.
okay,
Gloop time, baby.
okay.
I'm
They have an
leaning
elixir?
forward now. Suddenly, all of a sudden, this.
He does not have an elixir. The other two do though. So
Ooh, that is kind of big.
no, elixir is kind of essential for gloop builds.
Yeah, because otherwise the turret just can die so
It just dies.
easily. Yeah.
I think that happened to me last race where we got like a million gloops, but I didn't have elixir, so I was just not able to utilize it as much as the other guys.
Mm-hmm. Man, the last race we had with Gloop was so fun to watch. I loved it. It was amazing. Everyone was glooping out of their mind. Dude. For me, that was huge.
Hold
That was
on.
big. And they have Sticky Bomb too. And since Gloop has a 1.0 proc coefficient, that's a lot of chances to have a Sticky Bomb Gloop in the giant area of explosion if it goes off.
What is the proc coefficient for gloop?
1.0.
Okay, that's really good. I thought it was
Yeah.
like 0.5 or something.
No. It's very powerful.
You can proc an ATG off that.
Oh yeah. I mean, we see it sometimes when people use Gloop on Mythrix, and then it procs like an ATG that procs a band, instant Mythrix phase, no matter what, pretty much. Like, if you get a
It's
chain
a
like
really
that,
interesting item.
oh man.
It's
think
like a Diablo strike that you have to take damage to use.
I think when we get to that point in the speedrunning gauntlet category, Gloop is just gonna have to become meta for someone to get a world record, probably. There's going to be a point where it might have to turn into something like that because it's so powerful, and if you can use it well during Mythrix, I mean, that's how you get through the fastest, right? With
You
low
can
damage.
see one of the few times bubble shield actually being effective by dodging the.
K is really loving the
He's
gloop as
freaking
well.
out.
Very, yeah.
He's glooping. There it
Holy
is.
shit.
Dan uploaded a glooping video today, and I clicked on it, and I got a Dan noise warning.
That makes sense.
So-
Thank you, Common. Sometimes you need that.
I feel like it's a given when clicking on a Raymond Daniels video, to be honest.
Yeah, it should just be stock standard. I think Cabbage is really toying around with the idea of giving his Prion to the equipment drone, it looks like, but I don't know. Maybe he's just standing on it and he's baiting.
Contemplating. Ooh, a little bit of gas there. That's going to help.
Kami,
Looks
that
like they all
one's so
found it.
funny. Was there anything good in the seed? Did they even get a void item at all? Oh, it looks like Cornifer has a favorite spaces, which I didn't even see up until this point right now.
Okay.
Which, hey, that's really good.
None of them have +5 yet.
Again,
The
they're taking
prediction
it
was
slower.
+5 by stage 3. So
Hey, okay.
it looks like 80% of people said yes, they will +5. So
No belief in these players, man.
I think they just don't have belief in engineer.
I mean, I don't know. You gotta believe in the players' ability to play engineer, right? They practice. They play NG. They're NG gamers. They know how to. They know the ropes.
Okay, Fogbound. This is going to be interesting.
This is gonna be the stage where it might be make or break. Oh, but they have Gloop, dude. That's the answer to the construct,
True.
honestly. So
Yeah.
it's not as bad as it was before going into it.
Assuming they get a construct, they might get a Magma Worm. I think Imp is the other one.
Looks
Looks
like
like,
Cabbage is macroing a little bit here on the Mocha printer. He opted to not
Smart.
take the hoof out of the potential, so he can just get more Mocha and then get it after, or make sure he gets crit after. I'm not sure. But he didn't
Also
want to
Sacred
lose any of those
Spaces.
items. Gloop on Corny's screen takes out a bunch of stuff.
Safer
Unfortunately,
Spaces is really good.
very powerful.
They don't have to take fall damage now.
Which is one of NG's main kind of concerns on E3 Plus. When you're fighting mythrix, at least, like, you know, if he swings at you and pops you up in the air or something. So
Or you like are just doing something and you fall through the floor.
that
and
doesn't
then,
happen. That doesn't happen.
Just for example.
Yeah, just theoretically though. Yeah, for sure. No, not in this game. Sorry. Whereas
so
Corny
mad.
in another world. He's in a world called Fogbound Lagoon.
That happened to me last race, and I watched back the cast, and I heard you
feather.
cackling when that happened to me.
Dude, that was so funny. Are you kidding me? Like, that was the funniest thing I'd seen all day. Oh my god.
I was so mad.
A magma worm is really nice. They might get a molten perforator here. Or as I like to call it, a Murph. We'll see. Never seen that map before. This is a modded map that we added into the races. We think it's of a high enough quality and caliber, and we just want to see it included. It is pretty tough, though, I will admit. As far as stage 2 goes, this is it's kind of one of the tougher stages, but it is cool to see just how players go in it. It was like a DLC map. I agree. Oh, a gloop on Cabinet's screen. Look at that. I love it, dude. I fucking love gloop. I'm glooping. I have the soundboard turned down really low.
No.
But yeah. Maybe someone heard it.
I hope
Jace was the creator of Fogbound. There is a Frost Relic on K's screen.
Oh.
Somewhere
that's
under the
nice.
water. So Frost Relic is actually okay on the mobile turrets, and they can actually utilize it pretty well since they walk into enemies. If they get a kill, they can really actually start to
And ignition tank.
snowball on that.
I
Nice.
I think Frost Relic is amazing. Very underrated. It doesn't work on mythrix, but I honestly like for this part of the game where you're going through stage 1 through 5, I think it's better than Tesla.
The only reason I used to not like it was because in vanilla, it covers your screen with just these full massive or not projectiles, but just effects, right? But if we look at K screen right now, we have a mod enabled to get rid of those, so it's just the circle, and it makes it so much better, and I love it.
It's a lunar. It's
Again,
a good item, but it makes your stream look like shit.
yeah, it gave me a headache, so I'm glad that JP's AV effect options works to alleviate that. Very good. I mean, yeah, you're right though. It's not really that good for Mythic, so ultimately, like even if you can get a little bit of damage off with it, it's not amazing.
It's not, but I would appreciate it on this run for sure.
Absolutely, this is a run where you'd want it.
It's a larva killer as well.
Absolutely.
This actually has not been the worst run.
Gloop on cabinet screen took out the worm for a nice ignition tank.
Cabbage found a band somewhere. It looks like the others
Somewhere
did not
on this
find.
stage, yeah. And that again is really good with Gloop, because the turrets right now do not have any other way of proccing bands. It will proc a band on Gloop every single time, which is a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And there's another mocha printer.
Elixir.
Oh, really good. The more
Corny
elixirs you
missed.
can get for Genesis Loot builds on NG, the better.
Ooh, ukulele? What?
Hmm.
I love the K and cabbage bobbing whenever something happens. They're so expressive. Corny's first one on stage 4. He's looking a little bit rough in the items department, I think.
Yeah. The other two have definitely more.
They have a
But
lot more.
this is a race, right? So he's kind of taking a chance here. There is a lunar pod, first lunar pod of this run. Focus Convergence.
Ooh.
I think with Frost Relic, maybe okay. But it might just be too much, man. I don't know. It might be too much of a negative. But it looks like K is taking it, so we'll see what happens either way. I'm
I
interested.
mean, more than likely, they're going to have to do pillars, right?
That is true. Oh, that does kind of suck. But we'll see. I mean, as long as they don't do Soul Pillar, I think it'll be fine. Right? Because like if you can do a mass pillar and it's as fast as a normal soul pillar is, then hey, Genesis Loop on K screen just takes out the whole group of enemies there, easy peasy. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I thought they're actually going faster on this loadout than they did with Artie.
That's actually really interesting. And it looks like Cabbage found the Frost Relic as well, so good job. Everyone has it, which is good. That's the wrong Genesis Loop. Oh, he used the bubble. K did. He was looking at it and he's like, that's not mine.
K also found a saw.
That is really
I wonder
good.
if they'll go for the saw tech here.
It looks like
Or if they'll just
he
stick with
opted
Prion.
to use the Prion against the Vagrant instead of using the Saw there or anything, so. And good for Soul, it can be, but it could also make Soul worse. I mean, it's
Lunar?
dual-edged
Effigy?
sword. Effigy's kind of cool, dude. You think they're gonna get the hidden Effigy pillar skip?
It is a pillar skip, isn't it?
Yeah. You can stack your way up. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna do it, but. And a mired urn actually for the mobile turrets, which is actually again very good. We're getting a lot of mobile turret synergy this run that the stationary turrets just really wouldn't vibe with as much, which is actually really cool to show off some of these today. Again, Frost Relic, Mired Urn, Genesis Loop, all of these things are really actually nice for the mobile turrets. They can really get in there.
Found a band.
But it ain't. Where did he find it?
Somewhere in the middle of the map.
Was it that Chant Shrine?
I don't know. I just looked at the screen. I saw I got a band.
Okay. Might have been.
I don't think it was the Chance Shrine.
Okay.
It was near where Corny is.
All right. I'll keep an eye out. It might have been on that on these route. Maybe. There is another Mocha Pro on the stage in case anyone did not get enough speed last stage. And there also is a scrapper. And look at this, Kay and Corny are
They're
both
both
scrapping at the
scrapping.
same time. They're like, yeah, we want some more. So
K isn't, or
Cabbage.
Corny doesn't have a lot to scrap though.
Cabbage with a really good Prion point blank shot there on the Dune Strider, taking out one of the bosses pretty much immediately.
They had
Actually,
some
immediately.
crowbars.
Oh, yeah.
Crowbars would be huge here.
They would,
with the Gloop
especially again with
and the
Gloop. Yeah.
Prion.
Yeah. And then Gloop killed the Dune Strider for him. Dude, it is actually one of my favorite combos in the entire game, I think. Genesis Loop on mobile turrets. It has to be.
Forgive
It's
me,
so
please.
fun.
They could use that for Frost Relic.
I don't know if it'd be worth it though,
Oh.
as opposed to something bursty like
Kay
Saw.
just gave I think his Prion to a drone.
No, it'd have been a
And
good
now
call.
he's gonna take Saw.
I think that's a good call. Another Gloop going off. Oh, dude. It's good, dude.
Take a shot every time he says Gloop.
You'd be dead.
Yeah, better do it with beer. They're all going into Mocha to some degree.
You
Some
know,
of
going
them
into this
minted
run,
early.
we were all afraid of it being a standard gauntlet race bubble NG run, but I gotta say it's anything but. Or honestly, it was good. There was an opportunity there for Kay to get a little bit of saw tech on the Dune Strider by
Oh.
using the ramp. Oh god, the fire larva almost got him down too low there. Let's see how he fares with this focus convergence teleporter. I think he just needs to take out the bosses really quick, like normal, and once he does, that teleporter won't be so bad because he has so much Frost Relic AoE. But we'll see. He is looking like he has a little bit of problem taking out the boss right now. He does need a good Genesis Sweep to go off.
It's still anyone's game, and I think if Corny gets first here, Cabbage gets second.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say it. Don't even mention a tie. I don't want to hear the word. But we might get a tie. We might get a three-way tie, which would be something.
Everyone goes home.
Yeah, just it never happened.
We ban all of them. If that happens, we just ban all of them and we say, okay, you guys can never race again.
All right, cool.
Ties are not allowed.
The thing is, we do have a tie overlay set up for 1v1.
But if it's 3, wouldn't it just be the same overlay?
No, I need to like move shit around, which I could in the downtime, but it'd take me a bit. I could.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen then.
I can last minute mess up my overlay and jinx some shit, but we'll see.
Point being, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, anyone could win. Or they could all tie. So we'll see. I'm really interested. This is a really fun loadout. What are the equipments there that Corny is looking at? There's an egg in one of those in the equipment multi-shop on stage 5. There's an ATG in one of the multi-shops. Is there a recycler?
There's a recycler.
Oh, the recycler. Okay. Cabbage has it. Ooh, this is...
Got rid of it.
Oh, yeah. I love this.
Interesting.
This is a very interesting run. A reminder that recycler is seeded in our mod. We have custom coded it so that is as seeded and fair as can be, and it's wonderful. And it's really interesting to see how players utilize it.
Yeah, I don't know how it's some voodoo black magic.
And there's a Gloop on corner screen taking out some enemies. So free.
It used to just be completely random.
Yeah.
Not completely random. There was still a method to it, but recycler would diverge runs, but that does not happen as much anymore.
At all, because it's seeded.
Ooh, banned for Cabbage?
Oh, very nice. I
Phase
mean,
Force get banned?
if it was just in the multi-shop there, then hey. They all should get it anyway.
I'm not sure if it was a random or If it was just in there, I didn't see.
It was just in there. I'm looking at Corny's screen. He just found it as well.
Nice. There's also an ATG.
ATG and a
Corny's
band are
going
going to
with
be
that.
amazing. Again, it's just in another multi-shop, so I think what they're looking for now is a fuel cell. If they get a fuel cell, they can take the egg and then they can pillar skip, which would be really nice. But maybe they just really want to get a more damaging equipment, try to help out in the mythrix fight. I don't know. Maybe it'd be worth it to do pillars.
Get the
What do you think?
recyclers, start recycling equipment. I don't know. Pillars are rough. I think it would depend on what's there.
Yeah.
I would still probably want to skip the. I think unless they find like a capacitor.
Mm-hmm.
Capacitor would make it different for me. If there's a capacitor, I would probably do pillars.
It's
With
tough.
Prion,
It's really
though,
tough. I don't think Prion is enough to do pillars for. Because again, you have to play it very perfectly too. If you mess up with Prion once, that's a 2-minute time loss on that. So
Cabbage broken elixir.
oh no, that is kind of not great for his turrets. They will live not very long with the Genesis loops. So hoping it's not a big deal. It looks like there's a planning on the TP drop. So I don't think Corny found the recycler, but the other two should be able to say, oh, it looks like Cabbage did turn into a neural. So it's going to be a neural for everybody. Not as hype.
Okay.
But hey, a neural is something.
It's a neural. Now, it looks like K does have focus convergence. So that might affect his decision to do pillars.
Actually, yeah, I think so. I don't know which way he's going to lean, but... And look at that, the gloops for K just take out the boss and everything around the teleporter. Whew.
I think Cabbage is the only one that found the recycler.
No, K found it too. He just didn't pick it up. And that's why he's leaving the planel on the ground specifically here. He wants to make sure that he can go back and recycle it for the chance that like a charge
Well,
perforator or something like that.
Well, that's just standard procedure with Planula.
It is, but you did see it.
Corny's doing the same thing, and he doesn't even know.
Yeah. Because Planula is just so bad. You might as well just hope for a recycler. Or
It slows you down.
yeah, even
It's
then.
one of the few items that makes you go slower.
Yep. Tough.
It looks like they did find a crowbar.
I want to remind everyone too that we're at 30 minutes right now for this loadout, but that is damn fast for an NG of this loadout.
Yeah,
these players are
definitely.
playing very well, and their build with all of their items and everything is really helping out a lot. So you may compare the other loadout times today and think like, oh man, they're going way slower than normal, but
Corny did find the recycler. No,
you know,
the best you can hope for with this loadout is like a low 40.
yeah.
If you
It's
get
tough.
faster than that, you had some good loot, but you should not expect to get anything better than that, really.
It looks like Cabbage is light recycling a little bit as well while he's looting around. It looks like he might be going for the exit now, but he was recycling a little bit, looting some more. Really interesting. It didn't really seem like anyone took the egg. I know that K looks like he's going to take the saw, but we'll see. Oh, he's looking at egg. He's looking at the mystery option, not the egg at all. He was kind of maybe hoping for a vase or wings by that point.
You can't skip with one egg.
You cannot. But even still, I think egg might have been okay. It's hard to say.
Goal. See, they might go back and recycle it. Looks like Cabbage, he's on the moon. He's like, all right, I'm not going to get a skip. That's okay. Got the backup from that recycle. Not the best.
I don't know if they have enough speed to round the side of the up ramp on the under the arena to use the feather to gain the momentum for egg to skip.
Kate just gave the equipment drone his Gorags.
Oh, interesting. Gorags might have actually nah. I mean, Gorags Opus can help the turrets with Genesis Loop a little bit more because attack speed allows them to use the Genesis Loop faster. Like the animation of it going out, it will be faster with attack speed. So maybe, but
Corny's leaving,
I don't know.
and he is taking
Okay,
a
you got the
Prion as well.
neural, and it looks like he's gonna switch up equipment again.
What'd Cabbage get? Shipping request. Nice. It's useless.
Huge, massive. You're like a second ahead of me, but I don't want to change it because I feel like something's gonna happen. Do like a pause buffer. Need a tie? No tie. Wrong. It looks like Cabbage is going straight for Soul here. Man, the gamble of Soul is something that these racers
at all
cannot
those
put down.
golems.
They love it.
This is where you want to have lost ears, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Oh, he get rid of his turrets for, I forget the name of it.
Ruin.
Heresy Ruin, yeah.
Well, that's the name of the skill when you have it. Yeah. That's not gonna work out. And what is that one? Oh, I didn't see it. He looked away from it
didn't
too
either.
quick. Yeah.
And
Oh, it's
K is here
Essence,
too.
but
He took Saw.
Essence of Heresy, which gives you Ruin.
I would rather have Saw here.
I would have Saw here too. I don't really like Prion here that much.
I
Again, if you don't use it exactly in the right way, it's gonna just waste more time that's worth for mythrix.
Saw tech is also much easier when you have safer spaces, which they do.
Absolutely. We'll see if K can pull off some neat Saw tech with phase 3.
I want to
Saw
see it.
tech reminder is when you shoot out the saws and you can get the saws stuck in the return animation on a wall. And the saws will just keep doing damage. We saw there in Cabinet Screen an example of why Bubble Shield is really good and really powerful. Enemies were able just to walk into the bubble and then explode on the ground, and then he has to walk out of the bubble, and then it's their bubble now. Congratulations.
It's it's so dumb.
On Cornea's screen, it looks like he's struggling a little bit with like a wisp here. Again, an example we were talking about at the beginning of the run. Air enemies are just going to be tough. They really need to rely on the turrets to get them down low enough and maybe use glue.
Cabbage struggling with the soul. He's trying to stick it. He has to leave. And then the little orbs shit all over it.
He could jump on
Sneeze,
to the
says.
pillar itself. Again,
Oh, look at look at that pillar. Oh my god.
yeah, on K screen it's very small.
Uh-huh.
I think a lot of the time, well, all of the time, a soul pillar is a gamble, but a lot of the time it's not worth it. The amount of time that Cabbage has had to step out of this pillar, he could have been done with pillars already with blood or something like that, and could have been fighting Mythrix. Press stream. I don't want to miss anything if I refresh it. This is like a high impact zone.
Corny made me nervous there. Okay, it looks like Cabbage got one.
Good job. But again, it took him so long to get one, you know?
It did.
It is a gamble. If the game decides it wants to spawn a lot of stuff while you're doing soul pillars, it's just gonna take a long
Corny.
time. Oh man. He does have safer spaces, so he's okay.
Cabbage is done.
And there he goes.
Cabbage is looking pretty good here. But it is engineer, so hard to know.
Corny is just about to finish his pillars. He's doing a design. For his second, Cabbage is starting the fight. This fight is going to depend on how many Genesis loop procs that these players can get off. So, which is kind of down to a little bit of luck here, but we'll see how it goes.
It is.
I wonder,
It looks
like
K is the only one that has elixirs.
That does make it more in his favor for the fight, I think, for the turrets. But I don't know. We'll see.
Unless he breaks them right now. Oh, this pillar.
Ooh,
this is hard to watch.
That was a nice band proc on the Genesis Loop on Capita screen. So, a reminder though, anything could happen from this point on, chat. We could see one player die 5 times right now.
Can we
We
just
don't know yet.
take a second to appreciate the focus convergence on this jumpy pillar on K's screen?
It's very small. It's something. He needs to stay on the lower end of the hill so he could try to get more time in it. And then the exploder spawn. Oh man, I don't
Corny is
know
done.
if you do pillars. I don't know if focus convergence is worth it. I think it's very worth it for the teleporters if you have a decent amount of AOE. But
It's
for
probably
this,
okay for blood, but yeah.
yeah, it's tough, man.
So Corny is on the fight now. A little bit behind, but
Corny is waiting a bit here. Actually, I think he's doing that on purpose to try to gain more stacks of turret. Lower the
interesting.
cooldown there. I think he should just start though.
Yeah,
But
I would agree.
what he's doing is intentional.
K is finally done. It's a shame they don't have death mark. They're getting a lot of debuffs. Look at all those slows.
A reminder that the mobile
three
turrets
different
have an
slows.
innate debuff on them. It's like the same slow debuff that Arrow Rain kind of gives, or like Void Fiend M1, which is actually really good. That with Chrono Bobble and like you said, like the Ice Band, like it's
lot of
really,
downvotes.
really slow.
They got the black downvote, the red downvote, and then from Frost Relic,
The blue downvote.
got that downvote, yeah.
Convergence makes mass worth it. Actually, maybe that might be one of the ones that like you might want to just go into. Because again, you're not having to like jump out of it or stay in it as it shrinks, you know? Like, I think mass might be the play. Because then it just turns from like a very long, boring pillar to kind of a shorter, boring pillar. Cabbage is already into phase 2. He's not really getting many glute procs here. The problem is it takes about 20 seconds for when a turret is spawned to be able to initiate Genesis loot, because there's an innate cooldown. So they need to stay alive long enough first, and then get down to low health without dying. So it's kind of a precise thing that needs to happen. And if all of the ads on phase 2 are just kind of focusing it down, it's just never really going to get there.
This is a really slow fight.
Mm-hmm. Anyone could win here, chat room.
Cabbage is
see.
the only one with repulsion armor. Looks like the other two have an extra buckler, but I would rather have repulsion here.
Yeah,
in
the
this
turrets
phase.
cannot use
Cabbage.
Rose Buckler. So you got to be careful. Well, they can 1% of the time. I'm not going to talk about it. Someone's going to be like, "Oh, actually, streamer."
Actually,
Oh, there we go.
Confirmed.
Cornifer got a ban proc with the gloop, but mythrix stepped out of the fire band. He only has. Corny
only
doesn't
has the
have an
fire.
ice band. That's
Yeah,
actually
he missed
really
2.
tough for him. That's really bad. The Genesis loop procs are not going to be as powerful for him then.
There were
Mythrix
actually
has to stay
2
in.
ice bands this run. Cabbage and K have different ice bands.
Interesting. That is tough. I don't know how Corny is going to get through here with a really fast time ahead of the other two. Obviously, the other two can die, but Cabbage is on phase 3. He's halfway through. He's going to be getting through soon. We'll see how he fights phase 4 or how he does his skip.
Nice gloop.
Yep, on a
Okay,
K
there.
screen. Yep. Oh, they have the Mired Urn too. That's right. Forgot about that. Yeah, they have all of them.
They don't have Chrono.
Someone has it, right? Yeah, Cabbage has it.
Well, damn.
You liar.
I'm spreading misinformation. I
Yeah,
apologize, chat room.
You're banned. It looks like
Understandable.
K is
it
almost done
coming.
with phase 1. I thought it was phase 3 for a second. It's not, so never mind. I don't know why I thought that. It's looking at cabinet screen too much.
Now you're spreading fake news.
I said phase 1.
You're just as bad as me.
I didn't even say anything wrong.
I don't want to hear it.
You actually let.
I think chat's
Cabbage
on my
is
side.
Cabbage is almost on a phase 3. So it's looking like he wants to find a way to get a phase 4 skip. What he should be doing right now is what he's kind of doing is leading away ads away from the center so that he could get a spider mine proc as a band skip in the middle. Oh, he's waiting for a Prion, actually, I think. Which is one way to do it. Or
Okay.
he's just trying to get him low enough to where he could actually consistently kill with the mine, but
That makes sense.
slow and steady, I guess, on that one. Oh
Cabbage is
man,
looking really good here.
he did get hit by a wave there.
Uh,
Who? What?
I'm just behind with Cabbage.
Okay. And Cabbage does barely get the phase 4 skip, and he's through.
Oh, good.
He waited for his Prion. That ended up being the move. A little bit more of a stable move instead of kind of trying to bank on, mines or anything like that. And
Smart.
getting him low enough. It cost him a little extra time, but it's a consistent amount of time, so good.
Now, I want to see K use the saw here.
We'll see if he does. We'll see if he does. Corny is still deep into phase 2 right now. It looks like it's giving him some trouble. Again, he without that ice band, pretty tough actually. He does have an ATG, which is nice though. Two-way tie. It's something we could end up seeing, chat. We could see a tie.
Do the other guys have ATGs? K does. Cabbage doesn't.
We'll see. If K dies here,
Very possible, too.
then Cabbage might just take the win today.
Oh, the turrets are going to make the saw tech harder.
Oh yeah, that's true. He is trying to do a saw tech. Oh, mythrix ran around the other
Went
side
around.
because of the turret. Yeah.
That's really tight timing for that one.
Mm-hmm. Right now, on the other side of that pillar, the saws are up against the wall, just stuck
I'm
in the
not
corner.
sure, actually. It looked like he got a
I think
bad
there might
angle
be
there.
one.
Really good job from Cabbage, though. It's going to be like a low 45 or a high 44. That's the best you can hope for with this loadout. Again,
Mm-hmm. Like we were talking about earlier, like a low 40 or something would be amazing, and he pulled it off. So
no +5s yet, which I'm also impressed by.
yeah,
I thought we would see at least one by now.
I mean, but I don't know. They have, when we started, sure, but they have a feather, and that's kind of basically all you need to avoid mythrix deaths. They have a little bit of speed. They got the mocha printers. Like, they're pretty happy, I think. So
K has to do saw tech, I think, to prevent Cabbage from getting bonus points.
mm-hmm. I disagree, Cap. I mean, I think they have to rely on either M1 or M2 damage to get through, which is again relying on a lot of ATGs to proc off of those things and sticky bombs, or they rely on gloop, which is kind of a luck-based thing. I don't think there's a fast way through necessarily.
Saw.
I think while you can try saw tech, might as well, but I guess not
Did you just call
overinvest
me
into
Cap,
it.
or were you talking to Cap?
I was talking to Cap.
Okay, good. Never do that.
I don't want to talk to him either. All right, I'll bring Cabbage in. Hey, hello.
Oh, yeah, so
Hey, so just let you know, there may be a tiebreaker, so hold.
You did win the loadout, though.
Congratulations.
Alright. I should have used Genesis loop more. I didn't use it a single time. I should have used it on myself. So my turrets weren't doing it. That would have been so much faster, but I was kind of scared. Because last two loadouts, I died to mythrix both times. I kind of didn't want to die to mythrix this time.
Right.
Yeah.
Oof.
But I probably should have.
K screen, mythrix was
Yeah.
mid-air doing pizza. That's kind of scary. So
That's
Oh,
terrifying.
that's not fun.
He's not saw attacking.
Good.
Corny is actually ahead of him.
Corny was actually he used the Prion point blank shot when mythrix started pizza there to get a risky hug. It actually ended up working out
That's-
for him.
That's
He
good.
didn't die to it. So
How are they so slow? What did they miss?
Well, Corny missed ice bands.
which has
Oh,
been
that's
really rough
unfortunate.
for Genesis Loop because mythrix just has to stay in the fire band for the gloops to get off.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that was really rough for him. Okay, I'm not sure as much. I think you just played it a little bit faster, and I think you had better turret gloop, honestly, for most of it. K
Not
actually,
during
you know what slowed
mythrix.
him down? He got convergence, and his pillars were a little bit slow.
Oh, wasted gloop.
Yeah,
It
right
went
as
off when
mythrix
was in the
jumped.
sky.
Yeah.
That's a classic. And yeah, my turrets refused to gloop like a single time during the fight.
Oh,
So
Okay.
looking at this
Someone
a
died.
couple of minutes ago, I was like for sure that K was gonna blast ahead of Corny, and then we'd see that kind of play out. But they're at the exact same time, pretty much with the exact same mythrix health. Anything could happen here.
Wait, do I get a bonus point?
maybe.
Maybe.
I think I do, right? Like,
It's
I
a
have 45. Are they going to finish before 52?
We'll see.
I don't think
Maybe
they are.
not.
They're
If you
kinda
get a
slow.
bonus point, it'd be
Yeah, no tiebreaker. That's
If
cool.
K hits a saw tech,
That's
something.
not a
end the
thing.
phase very quickly.
he
That is
might
not a
Oh, he's
thing.
going for it.
he might need to hit like
Sawtech-
a personal gloop.
There we go. He's getting it.
Sawtech doesn't exist. It's just not a thing.
It's happening right now, Cabbage.
All right.
That's a lot of damage. And that
Yeah,
actually pulled
whatever.
him ahead of Corny by a lot. And that's what he needed.
All right, fine.
Good job. If K can finish this phase out fast enough, he can maybe still enable the tiebreaker. But he needs to
No,
finish it pretty much
no
now.
tiebreaker, please.
There we go. Got it again.
And there we go, phase done. All he has to do is phase 4, and he does have his saw up, so he can actually burst this down really fast if he plays it right.
Oh, Corny.
He needs to not die here, though. This is really important.
No bonus point. All right.
Dude,
And
so fucking awesome.
pretty much there we go. He finally got the saw. It took him a long time in the fight, but that's what he needed, man. Very much needed it.
Like, die to the ship or something.
Still gonna be close.
It is gonna be close.
No, it's not going to be close because like that timer is like 30 seconds ahead or something. Like the in-game time at the end.
All right, it's
Oh
like
my god, Corny's
30
scaring me.
seconds.
So unless he dies, I don't get a bonus point.
He does have a minute and a
There
half
we go.
though. So unless he gets there within 30 seconds. If he takes a bad
No,
portal.
No, there's a good portal.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah.
Yeah, best
All
portal.
right, so loader for the tiebreaker.
We have
That
to
one's
roll a
fast, right?
random loadout, actually.
Loader's pretty fast. That's a good
Oh.
tiebreaker. Loader.
We already had loader today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dementia Bros.
Someone typing in chat, but he doesn't have a sub 20 loader, so his message got blocked. I don't know.
Man, what a close run overall though. Like that came down to the wire there at the end.
It came down to the saw tech.
It did. It literally bursted through the last half of his health just with one setup. Corny got an okay gloop there during pizza and it actually ended. Oh, it's barely not.
Oh,
He has 172 health.
that's good. That's good because now we can get the phase 4 skip.
He can. He has to do it with a mine, I think. That's his
Or
only
the
way.
Prion if it's back.
It's
but-
not going to be up. It's going to be slightly off.
Get it. There we go. Good.
Really good job from Corey. Look at that. Nice phase 4 skip for him. Obviously, we like to applaud cool tech when we see it. So,
Very nice.
oh man,
And K is done.
man, this is close, dude. Want to be a race without Benji? True. Oh boy.
All right. Should we bring K in here?
We should. I'm doing it right now. Hello. Hey, K.
Welcome.
Shouldn't be a tiebreaker, right?
It is.
No,
would be
it's
a
bonus
tiebreaker.
going to 7 minutes.
Yeah, but I get added time on top, so it's.
What do you mean?
For what?
Huh?
What, by 1 second?
What by 1 second? What are you talking about?
It is by 1 second.
Huh? Oh,
My
is
end
it?
screen is not showing the right thing, so I thought
Oh.
I would go over because it's usually like 20 seconds plus, but it's 1 second.
Oh my god, it's a second.
It is a second. Congratulations. If you
What?
would have waited one more second, it would have been a tiebreaker. But hey, you're doing one, so
Wow.
congratulations.
Wait. At the start of the
Holy
moon,
shit.
at the start of the moon, I paused for a second to like unmute my audio for my stream. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
fucked
second.
up. You
Skill
fucked
Oh
up.
issue.
my god.
Yeah. Well, welcome in, dude.
Alright.
Did you,
Sure, alright.
Can you, Disputed, go in the help desk and ask if they're gonna roll the loadout or we are? Because I can,
Alright.
I guess. Oh man, dude. That's the closest I think it's ever been for a win or a loss, basically. So. Oh man.
dude, what the? Did you have an opal cabbage?
Oh,
Oh no.
what?
Zinc's in there.
Yep. Like
Oh,
one
what?
opal, and I would have like my mythrix sword would have been 10 minutes faster if I had a single opal.
I don't think I had opal.
Okay, good. So I would have been mad.
Okay.
That's the consensus.
Us to roll it.
What?
Well, they're muted, so.
Okay.
But Zinc is saying they want us to roll it.
Okay. We'll do it. Give me a second then. Or can I don't know if you've touched
don't
the
know
new
how.
admin. Okay.
I have
never mind.
not used V2.
Don't. It's fine. It's fine. I just don't want to have it pop up on screen anywhere. Bring in Corny while I'm doing this. Thank you.
Corny,
Yo.
welcome on in. How'd you feel about that one?
I mean, Angie just feels really, really slow in general. I don't know, like, if how the fuck Cabbage got a 44. I mean, I kind of know how he got a 44, but really got to pace yourself with the engineer, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't
Don't I
find
know it?
anything. I didn't find anything other than the Prayon, so that probably hurt me a little bit. I
I
wouldn't
think
have minded another equipment, you know.
what it was is you missed an ice band. Actually, everybody missed an ice band. There were 2 ice bands in that run. Cabbage and K found different ones,
Mm-hmm.
but ice band was huge, especially with the Gloop and the Prion. That
Oh, yeah.
definitely would have saved you a lot of time.
Yeah.
You were a little bit behind Cabbage, but you were pretty close up until Mythrix. Mythrix is where I think you lost the most time.
Yeah.
K saw tech, very good job on that, by the way. Great execution.
Nice.
Thank you.
Also, Corny, this is crazy. So there is a tiebreaker, and it happened by 1 second. If K was 1 second slower, Cabbage would have gotten a bonus point.
Oh, I didn't notice this. Holy shit. That's nice. That is very, very nice.
All
God
right.
damn it.
So the loadout is rolled. Okay.
Is it Railgunner? Please say it's Railgunner, please.
It's Railgunner with good minds.
Oh,
Oh,
All
no.
right.
catch? What's
Can I
the catch?
can I like give up?
It
What's
has
the catch?
default M2 and supercharge. Default
okay, GG,
Railgunner.
alright.
Dude,
Okay.
that's why again Raygunner?
Railgunner.
I can't play Raygunner in a tiebreaker. I can't.
Nah, come on.
Oh man.
Okay, do we like make an agreement? If we find void band, we both pick it up.
Okay.
No matter how many bands we have.
Oh, no. Only if there are 50 bands. No. No, that's going too far.
Okay. Okay, we don't get 3 bans at least. And 3, yeah, stage 3 and 4 are kind of.
He'll do fine.
Um,
I believe in you.
Let me see for the tiebreaker thing. Okay. I need to move around some stuff here, but oh god. This is gonna be a mess.
Corny,
Corny,
do you
GG,
want to stay
man.
in here?
If you want to cast with me in Disputed, you can.
Yeah, wouldn't mind for the finisher. I'm gonna go finish up my own stream stuffs for the lurkers, and I'll be back in a bit.
All right. Good job today, dude.
Yep, thank you.
GG, Corny.
GG.
All right. Hold on.
Really good race.
This is really interesting.
I can't get over that 1 second tiebreaker. That's insane.
I stopped to type.
Yeah.
If I'd gotten just 1 gloop on mythrix, it could have been so much easier.
Yeah, I wasn't going for it because I've died to mythrix at once today, and I was like, I would want to do it again.
I mean,
don't-
my turrets, I mean.
Oh, you mean your turrets? They don't do that. Not against mythrix. They just die in one shot.
If you have an opal, they don't.
Wait, how does this work? Do I get railgunner like in the mod? How does this work?
Might need to refresh it.
Refresh. I'm just engineer.
Let's do NG again.
No, we can play engineer again.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, for sure.
Same seed.
Same seed. I'm now.
Same
Yeah,
seed.
sure.
I'm
Doesn't
not.
matter,
I'm
trial
not. No.
time.
No.
What? You haven't
Give me
memorized the seed?
I can cast. You can solo play. We can like cast as 4 while you play
That's
NG
just
again.
one of
Gonna
my
be
streams.
awesome.
Nobody watches those anyways.
Okay. I have everything set up on my end for you guys.
I don't know how this works. Do I like set loadout 5?
Last time I think I did.
Can
just gave me
you
the first loadout?
leave the
Yo.
race and then join it again? What's up, Cap?
Go back to the main menu, and it should be
I-
fine.
I'm
I
on
did
the main
that.
menu.
They're doing that?
Well,
Okay. You could restart
damn
your
it.
be
game.
nice, enjoy it.
Yeah, let's restart. Restarting always fixes the
Okay.
problem.
That's all.
Right?
Start.
All right. Right.
Okay.
Dude. 1
Cap
second.
unhelpful as usual.
Hey, get the fuck out of here.
He's already
I
gone.
can't believe we're seeing another tiebreaker though. That dude, 1 second.
Why me again? Why
Because
me
you
again?
weren't a second slower. I don't know.
Yeah.
Name tags, yeah. Not this one. I was juggling all the profile pictures and stuff. All of my tiebreaker setup here is very, very janky. So, also, okay, never mind. Let me see.
I'm artificer.
Okay.
You
you're
need to
doing
join the
Artificer?
race
I'm
again.
regular.
I didn't see you
Oh,
join.
okay. What's the thing? Oh, yeah, okay.
Murph.
Yep. Okay, I'm railgunner. Wow. Hey,
Okay.
how about only lunar items?
How about no items? I know you have.
No, only lunars.
You
It's the
practice. No,
event,
no,
you
no,
know?
no, 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 no.
It's the event.
I can't.
You guys should pick different skins.
I always use the
Sure.
second skin.
Which? Okay, I can. I don't care actually.
Okay.
So I'm
All right.
default Raygunner. Looks better anyway.
All
Dale
right.
Gunner.
Whenever you guys are ready, we can start it up.
All
You
right.
guys ready
Good
for
luck.
the tiebreaker, dude?
Good luck.
The
Pick up
grand
white
finale.
and, you know.
Good luck,
All
everybody.
right. Good
All
luck.
right. Yep.
I
Uh-oh.
couldn't understand cabbage at the end.
Hold on. Shit.
Dude, they just left.
I know. I
Do I need to bring them back?
No, I got it. No, I don't have it. Tell him to stop for a second. Shit. Where is it?
Okay.
That's not it. Wait. Wait. I got it. I got it. I got it. We're good. We're good. Yeah, we're good. Tell him to go. It's fine. Yeah. I got it. I just didn't want to miss too much, dude. It's fine. All right. Again, the setup for tiebreakers is jank because we never have to do it. So, but we're here. We're here.
Okay. Cabbage is in the desk. I don't know what's
Well-
happening.
Okay. Go tell him to.
I think Cap. Okay, Cap, send him back.
Okay. Good. Good. Oh my god, Disputed is messing everything. He just put them in a call together. Holy shit. My god. Let me get some tiebreaker music on, shall we?
I joined Cabbage's
I
channel.
saw. And then you moved him to the
I
other call.
I think he joined.
Oh, I don't know. Anyway,
We're
it's
going.
time. It's time.
Corny, you are muted.
Mm-hmm. And here we go.
Okay, well, off
mess.
to a frantic start with
A
this
mess.
loadout. Both
Here we
grabbing
go.
the sticky bomb. God bless you.
Thank you. This is going to be a fun one. I don't think we've had default railgunner ever. Not a singular time. So, gamble? Yeah, we need a gamble right now. Disputed.
No shit.
Look at that. Cabbage actually got the sticky bomb proc off of on Supercharge. It does have a 3.0 proc coefficient, so that was a 15% chance. And
That's
easy.
stupid.
Yep. It's time to go. I know one of Cabbage's very favorite characters in the game is Railgunner, so that's why when we rolled the loadout, which was random, K was a little bit worried for a second.
Second sticky bomb for K, so that's at 30% now.
That is really good.
Why is it 3?
It's crazy.
It's the only ability in the game, by the way, that has a higher than 1 proc coefficient, other
No,
than
it's okay.
the alternate of this ability.
You can cope about the visions of heresy, but because it hits twice, whatever.
Look at that.
Damn,
Oh,
it's so
K found a
good.
crowbar.
Oh,
and he
that's
just
so
one
good.
shot. And with Will-O-Wisp, there's some synergy going on there too.
Mm-hmm.
Wisp Sticky is also synergistic. It's got a 1.0 proc coefficient.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Sticky Bomb and Wisp combo pretty
Yes.
well together.
Just to be clear, it's Will-O-Wisp that has a 1.0 proc coefficient, not Sticky
Yes.
Bomb.
Sorry.
Someone might have gotten confused. I just want to be clear on that
I'm
one.
back against.
Hey, what's up, Corny?
Well, come on in.
Did you set up a gamble or is Cap doing it?
I have one.
Okay.
Corny, predictions. Who do you think is going to win?
Damn. I mean, difficult. They're both on the very same style.
There is a family event on stage 2. It's a Wisp event.
Wow.
Which is very easy on Railgunner. Sorry, keep going on, Corny.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, I'm guessing Cabbage for the extended experience. I know K has been pumping in hours and hours into the racing and whatnot. Maybe Cabbage for because mathematics, you know.
I
These
think
two definitely have a rivalry.
they do. I think Cabbage, if I had to put my money on someone here, because again, he has a lot of experience with Railgunner, a ton. And especially Railgunner while going fast. It's not just playing her, it's playing her in a very quick scenario. So
K did not seem very confident when he was in here.
but we'll see. And
I mean,
this
I'm
is,
I'm under the impression that both of them they level expectations below. It's just like it's gonna be bad run, whatever, and then there it is.
Oh, look
even
at that.
so-
K found armor piercing.
nice. But even as Courtney said that, Kay typed in slow in his chat. So
Yeah.
so exactly.
Could have, could have plus fives as well. It's always the
That's true.
opens we gotta see.
You could.
The other thing too is that you can actually itemless skip pillars with this build, this loadout. A lot of people don't know that. And maybe one of these guys doesn't know that. I think Cabbage does. If K doesn't, though, this could be a situation where he ends up doing pillars and that ends up costing him time.
It's also a lot easier when you have the opus. I don't know if he'll stick with it for
Actually,
the entirety
I
of the
know
run.
for a fact that Cabbage knows how to do it because he completed E8 itemless with Rogunner. So he definitely knows how to do it.
Did he use this ability though, or did he use freeze?
Actually, it's a good point, but I know he knows. He had
It's
crowd
easier with
charge.
freeze because
Yeah.
supercharge disables you for a little bit.
Yeah. Also, what you can do with these wisps here is blow
look,
them
Cabbage.
back with your shift. Little Disciple as our stage 2.
So there we go on the prediction. There is indeed a yellow by stage 4.
Nice.
Easy.
42 did yes.
And that's
Alright.
exactly what we want to see, right? When you get a wisp event, you want to get the Grove Tender to drop Little Disciple. It's so fun.
Will we see a +5 by stage 5?
You might have to end that like immediately because look at K's health right now. We'll see. He might fall off something or get slammed into a ground by a wisp. Who knows? Anything could happen. Void crit on Railgunner is actually not bad. In my opinion, I think the regular crit on Railgunner is kind of a bait. It only is a 5% increase in damage. I'm not going to go through the math of it right now, but that is that is a fourth of the damage from like a watch or an AP round. And
Yeah.
even in those scenarios, like the watch and AP round are multiplying a little bit better than the extra crit does anyway. So
Kind of similar to Bandit. You don't necessarily want crit, but you know what you do want? Laser scope. Laser scope is worth 10 crit glasses.
yep, which is pretty good.
It's all right.
Oh, there you got the mocha. You can do the caps. Was it cap with the only a mocha skip?
Wasn't
was
it like? Doesn't Laserscope also have the same pitfall as added crit damage as well? Like it's less than you think it is. Mathematically, yeah. So it should be 50 extra % damage, which is not bad. It's a lot of extra damage, but it's not as much as you would have thought.
Not. Behemoth is what 60% damage.
Yeah, and you
So
don't
even
need a
10
bunch of crit to use it. So it's just a worse Behemoth. No AOE. You have to have a ton of items to use it. Less damage. So something to think about, I guess. Just in terms of how items relate to each other. They could have definitely been more. Needle Tick, that's worth a take on Railgunner. No reason not to, I suppose. Extra damage.
Why not? It's not going to do that much, though.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
guess
like...
Little Disciple, they'll maybe get a few.
Yeah. A little bit.
But, you know, I like that K has 2 armor piercing and a watch here. And a crowbar. And 3 stickies. I feel like his build is a little bit better.
I
So,
like the
while he's
stickies
behind-
and crowbar on... Well, actually, Couch is the crowbar, never mind. I like the stickies on K, though. You're right.
Especially with Little Disciple.
Yeah.
Void Seed, Fogbound.
Right now he has a 40% faster mythrix fight with those armor piercing. Actually, a little bit more with the watch if he keeps it.
Mm-hmm. I think in this scenario, the watch might be a little bit harder to keep, though. Something he has to keep in mind as well is that he does have Shuriken. So when he uses Supercharge, he needs to shoot it off to the side and then flick back on target in time for the laser, the actual shot, to come out. So that way he can shoot the shuriken somewhere else and then actually hit what he wants to with the big damage. So something to keep in mind.
I
Have to deal with
dislike
another void
Shuris
seed.
on railgunner, specifically this railgunner, like very, very much. If you get yourselves in a build where you need to start thinking about flicking every other shot, it's kind
Yeah.
of mental. Yeah.
Yeah,
Takes a lot of energy.
it does. And especially on the M1 or the M2s, which become your M1, whatever. If you're too close, sometimes the shuriken just fucking hits, and you're just like, well, that was kind of like a band.
It's only a
Out.
problem if they do end up finding bands, though.
Yeah. Something it seems like they're both struggling with is healing. I know Cabbage is typing in chat just like, heal,
Yeah.
please. So we'll see if they get something.
K has 3 watches right now.
Hmm.
So if he's able to keep this damage, he's looking good for mythrix, but we'll see. One shot that guy. Another yellow.
The
We
Duke?
got the Duke.
The Duke. Holy.
The Duke brother. God dang. Such a yeah.
Such a really good item. Yeah, don't say it. That's really good.
Don't say it. We love it.
There's no problem. In fact, they're just so confident that they're not really going to find, or they're going to look for any recycler. They're just going to leave the stage, just picking it up. Looks like Cabbage
Yeah,
is doing that. So
might as well.
yeah, again, there's probably no chance they're going to loot the stage much more than they already have. So, hey, I get it.
I'd be surprised. They are very close right now.
I'm not
Cabbage has
surprised.
already dealt with the Void Seed.
Mm-hmm.
K has 1 enemy. Again, no healing, so opening those Void Cradles is going to be kind of hard.
How many are in there, did you see?
I have not seen yet.
I haven't seen
You
either.
got a high roll to Teddy. Got the first guess. Yeah.
Dude, if you get a Saver Spaces, then... Ooh-wee. Okay, I have to be really careful not to lose this watch either from the watches. 3 watches from the Void Cradles. How does he have so many more watches than
Yeah,
Cabbage?
He has a lot more damage. He has 2 armor piercing and 3 watches. Cabbage
Yeah.
doesn't have any of those.
Really interesting, actually.
He
Ton of
found
stocks.
2 watches this stage. And an elixir now. Oh, that's nice.
A red whip is also really nice for Cabbage as well.
K found that too.
Okay. Nice. Cabbage picked up the shuriken, which is something.
K is pulling ahead. He's leading.
He is pulling ahead. Oh, wow. Interesting he didn't go for the Void
If he
Seed.
can keep the damage.
But looks like Cabbage is going for it, so we'll see. He's going back over in that area.
There's another Void. That's 3 in a row.
Oh, God. There's one of the watches for Cabbage. But again, I mean, K is pulling ahead here, so we'll see if that raw speed. There's a charge perforator printer. The Duke.
Ooh.
Holy. This is it. This is it.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Wait, where was that? Oh, and Cabbage got safer spaces.
In the cave. Oh no. The K missing out on safer spaces is actually massive. There's a band shop. Is that a triple band shop? What is that? No, it's an ATG and a band? Oh God. That's a choice.
Wait, whose screen was the charge perforator printer?
Okay. Underneath Sirens.
Yeah.
Why didn't he go into it?
I don't know.
Siren is the great divider. Let's
You know, maybe he's actually trying to keep a little disciple for Larva for a while before he leaves.
That would make sense.
Oh. True though.
I can see that.
Well, disciple's good, but I think the key to going fast this run is getting the churf.
Getting 2 churfs even and going.
Yeah. No scrapper? Not that I've seen so far, no.
This is a world record seed. 100%.
Honestly, it's crazy.
All that damage too.
Mm-hmm. What's so good about Little Disciple? It does a ton of damage, and it also auto-targets larvae that are jumping at you, specifically on this map.
It's free damage. You don't have to think about it.
Yeah, and
I'll
it
just
has a
target and
1.0 proc
push it.
coefficient, 300% damage, which scales very well with crowbars, sticky bombs, watches, all that kind of stuff. And it scales with attack speed, so going faster. Cabbage just found a lysate cell. I don't actually think lysate cell is that good with supercharge.
Okay. K just
Another
got 2 bands.
band down below. Looks like he
he
is
has got-
going into the turf. Lost the Duke. We'll see if he keeps Little Disciple here or not. Looks like he is. Which, again,
Okay.
I think is a good call for this stage. I think after this stage, I would give it up, though.
I probably would have done teleporter and then gone back for both of them. Because now he's going to have to make 2 trips. It's a micro thing, but
We'll see. Maybe
It adds up.
the Churf and the TP might just help out enough.
oh, that
Look at that
damage.
damage.
Imagine
Oh,
we saw another yellow.
I know. That would have been beautiful. I don't even know if Cabbage will see the
I
charge
don't know
perforator
if you saw
printer.
it either.
Oh, man.
No.
He might not. He might not even go after the Void Seed. He might just say, hey, I have safer spaces. I have a good amount of damage. I can just leave. Just go.
Did he see the Kajaro? No, he didn't, because that's below as well.
Oh. Did he... Oh, he got one of the bands at least, but... There's...
That's skip a divider. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I'm worried. Like, I'm very kind of worried for K not having the spaces. You know, they don't get a feather if they don't get a reasonable amount of speed. Mythrix can become a little bit of a hassle.
I think he might one-shot Mythrix.
He might,
Yeah.
actually. Listen, charge perforator has what 30% chance to proc. If you get two
And
of
then-
them, that's 1,000% multiplier on Mythrix immediately
And
with
he
watches
has
and
3
AP.
ATGs.
Yeah,
Or 3 stickies.
yeah, you really fucked that sentence up, Jesus. But yeah, he is.
You've been doing the exact same thing all day. I don't want to hear
Yeah,
it.
I'm just calling out when I need to. All right. Rain grows loud. Looks like
hypocrisy in
K
the
is going
Risk of
for
Rain community.
the AWU kill. I mean, no reason not to.
Skip.
Cabbage is saying no, he doesn't want to. Oh, didn't get the proc he was looking for on that hit, but he can probably just kill it again if he
He's
stays.
just
He's not
leaving.
going to. He's just gonna go.
Okay.
Cabbage is looting a little bit more, but I don't think he's gonna go in the cave. I mean, we'll see, but it looks like he's taking the top approach.
What do we got? Oh, base. Ooh.
Oh.
Just
Okay.
one-shot that grandpa. Rest in peace.
Cabbage is really going for AWU here, trying to pull it into the Void Sea to kill it. I'm actually surprised he's actually taking the time to do this.
Yeah, get that vase.
I think at this point, depending on how much time Cabbage takes here, without looking to see the band underneath and the churf printer, we might see
He's
K just
going.
take it. Oh,
He's going.
please see
You
it.
might see
It's
it.
right there. Oh,
Oh man.
all right.
Mm.
He might go
He's
in
gonna get
both.
phase 4.
Yeah.
I don't know which one. He did lose the Duke. He's going in both. Okay. Ally Worship Unit is dying on its own. Kind of. He's getting the band. He might just leave, though, right now. No, he's going for the
should.
Void Cradle. Bloom, do not. Don't do
Okay.
it.
Oh my, another Duke?
A double Duke run, dude.
It's happening.
Can you believe it? It looks like that was enough for Cabbage to leave, and he should be going. I mean,
I've always said, and I've been saying this since day one, but whenever I saw a double Duke run, I would quit playing Risk of Rain 2.
see ya. If Cabbage does not see this vase here to his left, no, he does. He found it immediately. Never mind. This could go.
This
I don't
could go
know.
either way.
It could, but I think K is just so far in the lead. He's already halfway down the teleporter. Cabbage needs to catch up and quick. I think it comes down to procs. Who gets the better proc on Mythrix
It
on the moon?
does. And again, K with the armor piercing rounds. So even though he
Yeah.
didn't get the second charge perforator, he's not going to be that behind in terms of damage. In fact, he still might be a little bit ahead.
Oh, this is
He's got an
close,
extra
man.
watch, extra sticky.
Cabbage needs to start TP right now. He walked right by it. He's looking for it. He doesn't see it, but he saw it on his screen right behind him. Oh no, dude.
The primary advantage Cabbage has right now is his safer spaces. Oh, looks like there's a band in there. But
He's not going to find the TP in time.
K is out, and he hasn't even
Yeah.
started TP.
Dude.
Whew.
Oh no. He's going to look underneath too because he sees that a little bit. Oh no.
We're going to hear about this.
We're going to hear about this. He saw it on his screen, dude. Yeah, see?
He's looking.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
And look at that. K is already like blasting through the hallway. He walked right by it. I'm screaming in my head. I can't. Please go back. Oh my god. Look up. Take the lift up right now. You'll see it. You'll see it. Oh.
Where is it?
At least he
Found it.
saw it, but I think he's too late. K is gonna have an instant
you're
fight
right.
right now. Oh no. He fucked up on the he got momentum locked off the event, which cost him more time even. Oh damn. Oh my god, K almost just died from fall damage getting in there.
Did they
Jesus.
manage any heals? I didn't see.
No.
Doesn't yeah. There you go.
Look at that. This is gonna be such an instant fight.
Oh my god.
Railgunner is normal.
This fight feels like a tutorial with Railgunner.
It does. That's
It
a
was
great
not-
way to put it.
Mythrix was not designed around Railgunner because Railgunner came
No.
after.
I mean, they're infamous for the broken stuff. As long as it's fun, if it's for the funsies, yeah.
At least she is fun. But my god. Maybe that's what Voidling was balanced around, just Railgunner specifically. Man, it just came
Garbage
down.
TP spot.
It came down to Cabbage not finding the TP, man. I don't know if he could have caught up still, but
Oh my god.
Holy shit!
Is he gonna wait for the phase 4 skip?
maybe.
He should, I think.
He should.
It doesn't matter,
Oh my
actually. He
God.
could just
Oh,
pretty
should
much
he?
instantly end it. Oh
Okay.
man, he almost died to the Adder
think
at the end.
Ending it was probably smart.
Yeah.
Didn't have the mobility.
He's just gonna supercharge right now and then win. Or he should have, but
I mean, if he gets hit
There he
by a
goes.
pizza slice at the end here, I think
Oh.
he'd die.
there he
Holy
goes.
shit. That's probably one of the fastest Mythrix fights we've seen ever in the history of races.
It is.
True though.
Absolutely.
If not the
And-
fastest.
Sarah Spaces,
Low
only
to-
Cabbage had it.
Low 23 minutes, very very solid.
That is that a record of some kind?
I don't know. Oh, he almost died at the end there to the vase momentum. Oh my god.
Keep an eye out for these pizza slices. If he gets hit by one, I think he's gonna die.
No, I think he can tank one before he does. Now though, I
Not
don't
if
know.
he gets hit by the Void Reavers.
How
Oh.
much of a tragedy would that be though? There's no way. Surely. Overall though, really clean run from K, man. That was really well done. And Cabbage, instead of using his mines to get up the first part of the tunnel, he used the vase, and now he just kind of has to wait for the
Oh!
vase here. Oh!
Okay.
Broke his watches. He's fine, dude. He's fine.
Still good.
He won't die. He can't die.
Yeah.
He
You
has
can't
too much
say
of
health.
that.
watches go broken.
He has too much health.
90% of watch.
The PSG is carrying.
Cabbage.
Jesus.
Hello?
Jeej.
So someone who's in the vase? No. So what happens when you shoot out of the vase when you're near a wall, it could accelerate that momentum down into the floor. And it almost did that, but it didn't. That's
Bet
why.
K's happy. No thumbs down this time.
Yeah. He was pretty happy with that run, dude. I mean, look at Cabbage's run. I mean, he knew. He knew that it was too slow. GG, man. Let's get them in here.
Nice.
Let's get them in. Hey, guys.
GG.
That was very,
23 is
very
fast.
close, dude.
That was
Very,
great.
very
GG.
close. Overall, Cabbage came
Too
down.
much.
It came down to you not finding the teleporter. Really, I think you might have
Okay.
been a couple seconds behind because you looted a lot on stage 3,
Mhm.
but it was you walked right by it when you got there first, and then you went around the entire stage and came back. And by that time, Kay was pretty much going to the ship.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. I just couldn't see the particles. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Back in my day, I didn't spawn there.
I hear you. Amen.
Yeah. No, I'm a speedrunner. I know all the spawn spots. I did not used to spawn there.
Back in my
That is
day.
not a normal spot. Not going. That was a good one. 23 is good.
That was a
GG.
really intense one, dude. With all of the boss items and then getting the charge perforator printer down
Mhm.
below on stage 4, it was like,
Yeah.
oh
Very
man,
good.
that was insane. Well,
Another
I want to have chat congratulate Kay on a fantastic victory today, and a clap for an applause for everyone who participated today.
Yeah.
Corny,
Oh,
Cabbage as well. Everyone did really well today. GG.
GG, everyone.
It's
GG.
fun to have
Super
tiebreakers,
fun
obviously.
race.
Even by a second, we had a 1 second tiebreaker. Unreal,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Unreal.
Not scripted. We promise.
Not scripted.
Yes.
It's true. Obviously, I have my usual thing I do at the end where I announce everything. If you want to, find out when the next race is going to be, the best way to do that is to join the Discord. We announce in there whenever the next one is going to be, when we find out when it's going to be. Hold on, let me do this and do that while we're talking here. The Discord's the best way to do it. The link is in chat or underneath the stream, as well as if you want to participate in, some races with your friends. We have a public mod. Yeah, you can actually play this with your friends, have some fun, do whatever. And if you want to actually join up on the official speedrun category, we have using that mod, the Gauntlet races. You can do that too. The link is also in chat for that kind of stuff. And also make sure to check out everyone that participated today. Cabbage, Cornifer, and Kay. They all did super well today, so congratulations to them.
Great job, guys.
Yeah. And we'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. We'll let you know in Discord as soon as we know. Anything else I'm missing? Disputed?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Check out the speedrun.com. If you're
Mhm.
interested in competing, make sure you're streaming and start getting those runs in because we're always scouting.
Yeah, we are looking for players, obviously. I mean, Kay is one of our newest additions to the racer lineup, and you can hear from him. I mean, he just started gaming, started streaming, and was consistent, and we invited him in. So you can be the next one in too.
yeah, you can be like me. I
So
wanna face you all. Come at me.
yeah, GG everybody. I'm gonna end the stream,
GG again.
and I'll see you guys next time. GG. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.